Good evening, everyone. Hey, see here, and we're just gonna jump into just doing some D2. Kind of late, and there's a little bit of things going on lately that much to discuss. And one, I do want to apologize for the lack of videos. I have been sick, and Bod's
Yep, he's sick as a dog.
So, cause this guy's got bronchitis, so, and now I am taking another week off, apparently.
Did they make you do that?
Well, originally, the doc said today, tomorrow, and then Wednesday. If I felt like it, I could come back Thursday, but screw it, I had extra time. So
It's also possible that my coworker's bronchitis wasn't as bad as his too.
I talked to one of my bosses, and we talked it through it, so they understand. Since I had the doctor's note.
I have to fill right it. Yeah, so Caleb, I watched the new Resident Evil animated movie. It was decent.
Which was it? Dead Island?
Death Island? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's on Netflix.
I figured it. I pretty much, while I was sick, I finished part 1 of season 2 of Invincible.
Oh, I haven't. So
oh, nice.
I haven't watched any season of Invincible, or any season 2 episodes of Invincible.
And then I was gonna start on Gen V, but Dad showed up and he asked me, have you watched Reacher at all? It's like, no. So me, Dad, Mom just binge watched both season 1 and season 2 of Reacher.
Smallville's making me slack off on other shows right now. I'm 2 episodes behind on Rick and Morty. In fact, Rick and Morty's season finale was today. Season 7 finale.
Oh, Swoosh. What the hell is he doing? The fuck?
Smallville season 1's fucking 21 episodes in season 1, and it's fucking like 44, 43 minutes long. That's too damn long!
Final wish, I have to go back to dreaming.
Fucking CW shows.
Where is it?
So when I was doing the holy shit! Oh my god! Yeah, that's how I am in the distro peak.
I actually know the feeling.
Oh my god!
She has like a attack that almost fucking instantly kills me, and I'm like, oh my god, fuck this. The health gauge, and you're dead. And then I kept getting unlucky. I had nothing else to revive off of.
Mm-hmm. I had some cough.
Seriously, I cannot do that while talking.
Where's my cough drops? I had some earlier.
I've had so many cough drops over the past weekend, they don't even do anything for me anymore, I feel like.
You've developed an immunity.
Probably. In fact, I'm still coughing a little bit.
It's like when you, maybe I'm getting this from something else. It's like if you poison the rats and they're so used to it, it doesn't even affect them anymore.
It's a tubby! What do I get for Christmas? I need my 2 front teeth. My 2 front teeth.
Yeah, I'll give you 2 front teeth to make you think of it, sure.
Is it your 2 front teeth?
No. It's your own 2 front teeth.
Wanna play a game? I got a bunny! Fuck! It's the second time today I've gotten that. I was telling so Caleb, Cheyenne, my coworker, she says she watched Saw X in theaters. I was like, it was extremely gory. I don't get how. Okay. But I also told her, I was like, I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna walk around going, wanna play a game. She's like, you're gonna do that here? I was like, nah, I'm gonna do that with my friends. She's like, you should tell a little kid that. I'm like, yeah, no. Kid,
I don't think they would know that.
They wouldn't, but if anybody else heard me say it, I'd get in trouble.
Yeah.
You wanna play a game?
Want to play a game? And I was like, no, Mr. Jigsaw, I want to watch a movie.
I don't even think that's what he says in most of the movies. I think he says, I want to play a game.
I want to play a game with you.
Guess what, Dustin? He's not alive in most of the movies anyway, so.
Well, yeah, that's what the puppet says.
Technically, Jigsaw's only alive in the first 3 and in the new one, so he's only alive in 4 out of the 10 movies.
I didn't even know he was alive in the third one.
He dies in the third one at the end.
Oh, I thought he was already dead and Amanda was doing it.
No, in fact, Amanda's trying to save him in the third one.
Oh.
What the hell?
I forgot what movie Amanda dies in. I think she might either die in 4 or 5. 4 and 5, 6 and 7 are so foggy for me because those movies just blend together for me. They're that bad, all of them. 8 I've never seen, which is Jigsaw. Spiral I thought was pretty good. The worst part about Spiral was the fucking voice. It's fucking stupid. I would say Saw X is... I have to rewatch the first Saw. Saw X might be my second favorite Saw movie. So, it's a bit too gory, though, for me to want to rewatch constantly.
Not for your taste, though. Oh, no. It's never gory enough.
I mean, I'll say I watch that gory like that stuff. Gory like that all the time. I think Terrified 2 was...
It's like... You don't know this freaking nature. It's... Don't watch
well,
that.
I just said my freaking coworker watched it, and she's a woman. Women are usually... Like, I feel like women get more disgusted from that stuff. Usually, not always, than men do.
Except for that small portion that love it.
They love that.
Oh, yeah.
That
Torture. Torture. I'm not gonna say that other word. Torture Saw.
Just keep talking, sir. Just keep talking, sir.
Keep talking, okay. I don't have anything else to say, though.
So, Caleb, did you see that voice actor from Alan Wake 2 died?
Yeah, I did see that. That's gonna be unfortunate. Now, like, if they're gonna play it, like, any DLC with it, or well, they probably.
Oh, I actually saw that too. I don't know.
Well, he was also the voice of Max Payne, and they were working on
that as well.
Max Payne 1 and 2 remakes. So it looks like I don't know how much development they've done, but it looks like they're gonna have to come up with someone else to voice Max Payne.
Caleb, the more important question is: are you on Rockstar's team or the Florida Joker's team? I'm voting for Florida Joker. Come on, buddy, you got this. Come on, you got this, dumbass. Nah, I just want to laugh at him. Caleb's like, what the fuck you even talking about?
I mean, he's seen the GTA 6 trailer.
Doesn't mean he knows who the Florida Joker is.
South Park has a Mexican Joker.
Caleb, do you remember the clown from the GTA 6 teaser trailer? I didn't even watch the GTA. Actually, I did. Never mind. So it's based off a real character called the Florida Joker. Got arrested and looks like the Joker and shit. And he does TikToks and mad and trying to sue Rockstar that they put him in the trailer.
What?
But the
$2 million.
Yeah, he's like, Rockstar, you have 3 days to call me. And the actor that played in Red Dead 2, the main character Arthur, was like, "You're not gonna win anything. Just take the fame." He said it in a more mean way. It's funny.
It's more like.
But the character doesn't even 100% look like him, so he wouldn't win a single penny. And it's his mugshot that looks like the Joker.
It's like, where's my electric car, Bruce?
People are joking and saying that his rent's due. That's why he wants money. Damn it, my rent's now.
It's like, where's my electric car, Bruce? It's like, wait, Ted, promise me an electric car by the end of the year. Where is it?
And Legacy Killer's like, he's trying to claim that they're using his name for Joker in GTA 6, right? Well, he's using the name Joker from DC. So, where's their money at?
Where's Atlas's money when there's a character named Joker in Persona 5?
DC's quite pissed.
That's not how that works.
I know.
He's gonna have green hair in the next game.
Ugh, that experiment.
Oh.
Cough drop is way too strong. Ugh.
So Caleb, once I got the OP10 on Saturday, how I kept saying all I want for Christmas is an OP9 Becca. The game gave me an OP9 Becca after I got the OP10.
Well, it's probably shit though.
I mean, it was OP9. I'm on OP10, so it's already under-leveled. So kinda. And then I don't know if that's lucky or not lucky. I guess it's kind of both. And then I'm killing Tubbies again, and I got another one on OP9. I got 2. It took me 6 months to get 1, and I got 2, a second one, within like 20 minutes of the first one. I was like, what the fuck? And it was OP9 now. Still pissed about that one. So I need an OP10 one. So now all I want for Christmas is an OP10 Becca.
No, it's like keep dreaming, buddy. It'll be
another 6 months. My badass rank is 164,368. Yeah.
Oh crap.
And I pulled Caleb's trick. How I got to the peak on Maya was using the B shield. Caleb, you taught me well, buddy.
Bullshit.
That's all you used when we were playing, was the damn B shield.
Ew.
I have an OP10 B shield, but it's worse than my OP9 B shield. Fuck me.
Get to my YouTube page. Quick. Game. It's like, please. Since I forgot to access my tablet.
Yeah, not Caleb. Dustin said he needs a game to fall back on. Caleb, let's think of games he could play. They could fall back on. I literally can't think of anything, to be honest. What super grindy game do you own, Dustin?
I'm probably just gonna go back to Cyberpunk.
Yeah, that's super grindy.
It can be, yeah.
So can Witcher, so.
Just through January.
I'm just waiting for Last of Us Part 2.
That won't be much longer.
It's like the 17th or 16th. It's like in the dead middle of January.
It's the 19th, I think.
Oh, that's more towards the end now. It's like 2 days later. I'm like, oh, that's more towards the end now.
Which, it's the 18th of December, so it's 1 month away.
Oh, yeah. That feels like a year away. When will they have... Originally, when do you think they would have announced that? Because they announced it early because it got leaked.
That's the last of them. Retrieve the fragment and bring it to the chamber. I'll hail Queen
I
Mara.
think. Or am I thinking of something else? Oh, I think I'm thinking about GTA 6, actually. Never mind. There were leaks of a Part 2 remaster was coming out, but... I think that was kind of obvious after the first remake came out.
Wait. I remember when Last of Us 2 was announced. Wait, no, I might be wrong.
Yeah, in like 2017.
No, I remember Naughty Dog released something the same day as the GTA 6 trailer, but I don't think it was the entire game, and I think it might have just been like the horde mode or roguelike mode or whatever it is.
And I think they released gameplay on that. Because I've seen gameplay on that.
Yeah, and people were like, man, what a terrible day to release a gameplay trailer.
Looks interesting though. I was gonna say something, I was gonna say now.
Hey, time to finish. No, bye-bye. But, oh, well, now there's one thing now. For you. I was really not gonna look excited for if Sony was actually gonna do it. Last of Us Online.
Oh yeah, actually that's what I was gonna mention. I'm okay with that.
Wait, honestly, I don't...
That's Bungie's fault, let's be honest. Because they already had it planned, and then Bungie came in and said, nope, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong. So they're just like, okay, fuck it, we're canceling it. It would have already been out by now. It wasn't... That's Bungie and Sony's fault, not really just Bungie.
I mean, they should have just made it similar to the first game, but
I think that's what they were trying to do, and then Sony wanted to milk it long term.
But also the first game, it was released when every game had to have a multiplayer with it. That was also kind of part of its time.
That actually reminds me of the Cyberpunk multiplayer that they were planning got canceled also.
Oh, that's because they had to fix the game. They might have done it if it was polished on release.
They're just gonna do it with their next game.
I don't know, they might figure out it's gonna be harder than they think. It's just a whole different beast to single player games.
Witcher 4 won't even be their next game that's coming out. It'll be a Witcher game, but it won't be Witcher 4. I heard one of the other Witcher games that they're working on, because they're working on like 2 or 3 of them at once. And not the remake. There's another one they're working on, will probably be the next one that comes out. They have like different studios working on different Witcher games. Then they have a studio working on the Cyberpunk sequel. They have a studio working on the Witcher 1 remake. Then they have some of the studio working on Witcher 4. So, Dustin, do you think Witcher 4 or a new Witcher game that's similar to Witcher 3, like that style, do you think if the graphics were really good and the gameplay didn't feel so clunky that you'd get into it more?
Leave us.
Yeah,
Like a modern Witcher game?
If the combat was more improved and it was like the mechanics were not as intimidating.
They're gonna be intimidating still.
But you could still do it in a
RPG.
way that's better for newcomers.
I think that's what's great about Witcher 3. You learn stuff. You become a better player. Well, that's what I say about Skyrim also.
What could you possibly offer to entice my cooperation?
But after they impressed me with Phantom Liberty, I'm like, I have my eyes on anything CD Projekt Red is working on.
Yeah. Actually, I heard people say that Phantom Liberty, people consider it isn't their best DLC. They still think Blood and Wine is the best. Or maybe it's Heart. I think people watch Flip between Blood and Wine and Hearts of Stone.
I feel like most people say Blood and Wine.
That one's a really big one. Hearts and Stone is pretty small. I personally have played both those DLCs and Phantom Liberty, and I personally think Phantom Liberty is the better one, but that's my opinion.
And we're sure the Ahamkara live to terrorize us once again.
I've only played both those DLCs once. All three of those DLCs once, actually.
We have struck a bargain.
I definitely didn't do all the side quests on Phantom Liberty or on the other DLCs, so.
Really great year for DLC. And I didn't even do the Horizon one yet.
And I feel like God of War and Cyberpunk are getting all the attention, and I totally forgot that Resident Evil 4 had that DLC also this year. I was like, that was one of my favorite DLCs this year also. Honestly, out of the four, I think the Horizon DLC is my least favorite. I still think it was good, though. The Phantom Liberty is like a whole new level, though. I'll agree. I think Cyberpunk's more new player friendly than Witcher 3 is. Witcher 3 just has a lot of shit to know. Though I tend to do a lot of research with Witcher 3, and I still like what. I think the build diversity in Witcher 3 is pretty cool, but it's almost the same in Cyberpunk also.
Although there's still a lot of things about Cyberpunk that I don't know how to exploit, because I see a lot of videos of people with their builds and they just wipe out everything.
This is how you make yourself learn mechanics in like Cyberpunk or Witcher 3. This is like jumping into the deep end. You jump the difficulty on very hard. There you go. You don't have to learn damn mechanics to survive. Jumping into the deep end without knowing how to swim. Yeah, so Caleb, I started God of War 2018 on New Game Plus on hard, and I'm like, oh my god, this is fucking hard. That's why I say it's hard, but fuck, I played Last of Us Part 1 on hard, and it's not hard. I don't know why it's called hard.
Yeah, the New Game Plus for 2018 is kind of weird because of how you carried over your character that beat the Queen Valkyrie. So you're really strong, but
the enemies hit for a lot of health. That's the thing.
they hit you really hard. So bosses especially are a bitch. Like I was doing the dark elf boss in Alfheim, and it took me several attempts because I had to keep trying to avoid getting hit.
That's what I played. Like I said, I beat Baldur the first time fighting him. Luckily, God of War 2018 isn't as boss heavy as Ragnarok is. Ragnarok is fucking super boss heavy.
But I love it for it.
Yeah, I know. Ragnarok is like the perfect definition of a sequel, in my opinion. It falls into the legendary sequels, Mass Effect 2, Uncharted 2.
I'm so addicted to the combat mechanics, and playing this DLC like really got me back into it. I'm like trying so many different things. It's just crazy how well all the weapons work together.
I know Elden Ring's releasing a DLC soon, but it's not gonna be free! God of War's better! Hashtag God of War's better.
No, it's not gonna be free. It's gotta be a big one, because they've been working on it for a while. And they've been comparing it to, like, a tone of Bloodborne, so it's really making people excited, because they're never gonna get Bloodborne remastered.
It's like Bethesda. We want a Fallout New Vegas remaster. Oh, you want a Fallout 3 remaster? No! Fallout New Vegas, you bastards!
That's one thing about From Software. When they're finished with the development of a game, they're done. They don't give a fuck. They're on to their next thing. They don't care about remasters or remakes, or sometimes they'll do DLC. Not always.
I want Bethesda I want Bethesda to confirm that the Oblivion Fallout 3 remakes are still in the remasters are still in the works, because that was leaked on the Microsoft document, but they would have already came out by now, because that was like early plans or whatever. I bet they are still in the works, but fuck, I'll take a Fallout 3. I'm excited about both of those, Oblivion and good graphics, and Fallout 3. Oh my god. That's why I can't get into Oblivion. The graphics are like, ugh. That's why I don't know if I'm ever going to get into Morrowind. Also, I heard Morrowind doesn't have any markers for quests. You're just supposed to just figure it out. Yeah, I'm like, oh my god, and the map isn't small in that game. That's immersive as shit, but oh my god, that took forever.
Here's my artifact. What the fuck?
Artifact? You're playing Borderlands 3? Just kidding, I know what you're playing. Why do they change the name for that constantly? Borderlands 1 is called a Relic. Borderlands 2 is called a Relic. Borderlands Pre-Sequel is called an Oskit. Borderlands 3 is called an Artifact. Why is it not called a Relic no more? Who knows? And the Wonderlands, I don't even know what would place in that. Rings? I don't know. Necklace? So, Borderlands talk. This YouTuber is saying that they think when the Borderlands movie comes out in September, that's when Gearbox is saving all their announcements for stuff. That makes sense. To hype more people up. They're gonna be like, That's when they're probably going to announce Borderlands 4.
Probably for next year.
And say the release date. Well, the movie comes out in September, so probably not. If they're going to announce it then, it'll be 2025 if they're going to announce it in September. Unless it's like November or December. Unless Tiny Tina's Wonderlands 2 is first. They're also thinking that they're going to treat Borderlands like they do Call of Duty, kind of, where one team's working on Borderlands 4, the other team's working on Tiny Tina's Wonderlands 2. And a couple years goes by, Borderlands 5, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands 3.
Shall we begin then?
I can't wait till Tiny Tina's Wonderlands 2 comes out, and we go, hey, can you fix this problem? And Gearbox goes, 100 Chaos Chambers? Is that what you asked for? No, it's not Gearbox. I'm going back to Borderlands, Gearbox. Fuck you. Also, I still have to play Dead Island 2 DLC. I totally forgot about that. They released the first DLC, and guess what? It's longer than Call of Duty's campaign. It's only $11. Everything's longer than Call. Yeah, I actually heard people say that the God of War DLC is longer than Call of Duty's campaign, and it's fucking free.
It is.
That's so funny.
It took me like 8 hours to beat it.
But, oh yeah, Dead Island 2 DLC also talking about. They're supposed to release a second DLC also, and I think that's when I'm about the season pass, so I can play both DLCs back to back. Which they're supposed to release the next DLC, I think early next year.
Yes, Guardian. Come back safe.
And I can't talk to Dustin now. It just irks me how Call of Duty's game is so unfinished and broken and shit, and it still sells really good. That just irks. That just pisses me off.
It really grinds your gears.
Not surprising at all, but what the fuck? And then people wonder why they continue to do that shit. I wonder why! They know it's gonna sell. Because people are fucking stupid. If you can get away with doing 0% of work, and it's gonna sell, why do any better?
They think Hogwarts Legacy is going to be the highest selling game this year.
It's pretty surprising because of the controversy. Honestly, the controversy kind of just helped it.
It kind of did.
I could see that because Hogwarts Legacy is, I feel like it's more made towards the casual audience. I guarantee people play that game who have never even played a video game before. Reminds me, did you hear that the GTA trilogy looks better on phone than it does on console?
I heard about that, and people are asking them to
bring it to console. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
That is crazy. And the original release of it was like ported from phones. And now the thing that's made for a phone looks better.
And it took them 2 years to do that.
And Netflix is involved somehow. I don't know if they.
Oh yeah, I knew that too.
I don't know if they paid to make it better or what.
Well, I heard that they're trying to put games on Netflix, so I wonder if that's gonna be one of them.
It is.
Oh, yuck.
But I thought it's only mobile. Because I don't think I can play it on my PS5.
You have to buy a Netflix console. It's a big N.
A Netflix console.
It's N and it's red.
I can't. I spent all my money on the KFC console.
It's
I
not.
spent all my money. I spent all my money buying a 3-hour campaign in Call of Duty, the Call of Duty game. I started looking for some of the games I still haven't bought yet, and some of them are going up in price on Amazon. Aren't they supposed to be going down in price, not up in price? Like Mortal Kombat, I think I sold the normal edition like $80. I forgot what system it was on. It was either PS5 or Xbox Series X. I found Assassin's Creed for like $30 though. I think it was on both PS5 and Xbox. Also, I was thinking about getting the Metal Gear Solid trilogy at some point. I know it's shit remasters, but I don't even own the games in general, so.
I'm gonna wait for that to get cheaper before I decide that.
It was like 40 for when I saw it.
And yet, the problem now is like, will we ever hear about Volume 2? Probably not for a very, very long time.
Waiting to get the GTA trilogy also. I might get that on Xbox. Because I already have the normal games on PlayStation.
Really, until they fix it, the best reason to get the new trilogy is because of checkpoints and modern driving controls.
Alone, that's worth it for me.
That's about it. I mean, it's been a long time since I played them, but San Andreas especially, I had some major problems with. That game had terrible pop-in in some areas.
What's new?
Wait, so that was 2 years ago, or was that last year? Well, this year's almost over, technically.
I think it was 2 years ago.
Holy shit, it was 2 years ago when we're bashing Battlefield? Oh god, we're almost due for a new one. That's scary. I feel like Battlefield comes out every 2 years. Usually. 2 or 3.
Tell them to release Mass Effect 4 first.
Dude, that's in developmental hell.
I don't know. We've heard jack squat about it.
I know, the thing's never gonna come out. That's where BioShock 4 is at.
BioShock 4 is a myth.
I've been hearing BioShock 4 shit for like 5 years now.
At this point, I don't want a BioShock 4.
I heard there was gonna be a live service game, and then I heard a bunch of other shit.
The resurgence of the Ahamkara now, taken or not, could be disastrous.
It's gotta be super risky to do a live service game now, because like the narrative is completely flipped. People are sick of them.
Not to mention, BioShock hasn't had an entry for a long time, so it's kind of weird to do a live service game. Well, again, neither has Batman Arkham, and they're doing the Suicide Squad shit, so I mean.
I'm not sure if a new BioShock game could even live up to the expectations of the first 3.
1 and 3. That's my favorites.
Even 2, I'll say 2 has some very good lore that connects to 1.
The only part I hate about Infinite was the DLC. I think the DLC wasn't very good in Infinite.
Greetings, O guardian mine. I always knew we could work together.
I don't like the hacking in 1 either. Bioshock 2.
Yeah.
No, the one thing I cannot stand when you ever do hacking, it's like, welcome to bloody blah blah blah.
That's the vending machines.
Yeah, I know.
Welcome to the circus of values.
Yeah, yes.
I like that. That gives it atmosphere.
You do hear that constantly, though.
It's like, welcome
yeah,
to
I
the
do
circus of value. It's like, shut the hell up.
Oh yeah, there's the other one that yells gibberish at you.
Oh, yeah? What?
Maybe it was broken, and there's like a Spanish one too.
Why?
Caleb would be the guy to be kicking it. Fucking die, you piece of shit!
No, that would be Jacob. Let's be real.
The
Jacob
first game is really generous with the health, because it gives you a max of 9, and the second game I think only gives you 5 or 6. And it's just, second game is just harder in general.
I know, I got my ass. I think I had to lower the difficulty on the second game. I couldn't play it on normal.
I think I beat it on normal, but you have to like get used to the difficulty.
That's the first Bioshock game I actually played. I played it on PS3, Bioshock 2. Never played the original, and I played a little bit of Infinite on PS3, but no, I didn't beat it though. Remember, like, I was a big Fallout 3 guy, of course, back in the day. Actually, no, I think I started with Borderlands 1. My dad had Borderlands 1. I played it. I got addicted to it. He got rid of that. Then I played Fallout 3. That was my new addiction. Then he got rid of that one. I was trying to see a theme in this now. Then I started playing, it was either Bioshock or Dead Island, and then I got into the other one after that. I beat that one. Because I got into all 4 of those franchises. So, yeah. Right now, I don't want to play Dead Island 2, but as soon as I get to playing it, I'm like, oh, this is so fun. Dead Island 2 is it's kind of like stupid fun. Isaac said he tried getting to the first one again, and he was like, ugh. The first Dead Island game. It's even worse after you play the second one. Or Dead Island 2, not Riptide. Because Riptide feels so much smooth, or not Riptide, Dead Island 2 feels so much smoother, obviously. This might shock Dustin a bit. Dustin, there's one game I've been wanting to play, kind of. It's because I'm in the Red Dead Redemption mood. I want to play Red Dead 1 and 2, so naturally that means I kind of want to play GTA 5 on PS5. I mean, I already fucking have it, and I've never beat it before.
That is shocking.
It's funny.
I've wanted to play it before, I just never beat it.
It's kind of funny. I was actually trying to reinstall Red Dead 2 not too long ago. But yay, thank you, Katie. Now I have to buy another copy.
Why?
Because it won't read the disc now.
Oh, that sucks. You probably get it pretty cheap.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I could
should be able to.
I got a PS5 copy for that. Rockstar.
Yay.
They're gonna be like, the same place where your PS5 copy is for the first game. Nowhere. Well, sad face.
Or they'll do it like 5 years late, and they'll be like, "Here's your PS5 copy," and then they'll screw something up, and they'll be like, "That'll be $40, please."
What?
No upgrade. You have to rebuy it.
I'm still buying the PS4 copy of Red Dead Redemption. I'm just waiting for it to dip low in price.
Oh, it's that. I'll just.
I only want it so I can record it on it. To be honest, I can't do that on my Xbox. So.
Screw up.
I'll wait till it dips fucking price. I'll pay $20 for that thing.
For
that amazing game.
So I can play it. I think at one point I saw it for 30.
So not that far away from 20.
Yeah, if it hit 20, it'd be definitely worth it.
I mean, I like Red Dead Redemption, the OGs, so I mean, yeah, it would be worth it for me too. I'll say, I respect Rockstar's games more than, I don't know. I definitely love Red Dead 1, though Red Dead 1's gonna feel kind of wonky to me. Definitely after playing 2. I didn't give 2 another chance. I liked the combat of 2, but I just didn't remember liking the story all that much. I mean, I liked the story, but I didn't love the story, I guess I would say.
There are some respects, like, I played, like, years ago, and I keep saying this to you guys. I played Bully 1 before. And I do respect Red Dead 1. Like, there are games that I do respect. Like, especially GTA, like, the original trilogy. I will give them respect for, but I do not respect.
I'm gonna buy GTA 4 on my Xbox.
That's a really good one. I think GTA 4 is better than 5.
I don't think I've actually beat GTA 4, or I've gotten pretty close to it before. Closer than GTA 5.
You know that's funny? Dustin actually gave it to me when he gave me his Xbox.
Oh, I did?
Yes, you did.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, it's not like I could use it anyway.
Dustin, you jerk. You didn't know in the past I was going to have an Xbox.
But GTA 4 does have some problems. It's probably one of the more difficult GTA games, and it has like
checkpoints
no
are terrible.
checkpoints. Yeah.
Yeah, and the shooting was super clunky in that game also.
Shooting's always been clunky. You could say the shooting wasn't even very good in Red Dead 1, and the Deadeye system is just a way to like compensate for it.
Yeah. I mean, is the shooting very good in Fallout 3? I guess no, so I've got used to it. Oh, so I was thinking this when I was watching Saw X, and so fucking Jigsaw gets, John gets scammed. And that's why he goes after these people. They say that like they can cure his cancer, and then they just scam him out of money, and he gets revenge. So I'm like, Jigsaw, the whole time you could have just called Kit Boga. He would have gotten your money back, bro. Didn't have to kill everybody. Jesus. Call Scammer Payback or Kit Boga. Come on. Speaking of Kit Boga, I watched a lot of his video yesterday. That's kind of my thing I do when I play Borderlands. It'll be like, Kit Boga time! Go down my list of videos that I've watched on his. I've watched a lot of his, spoiler alert. I have to like dig through his videos to see what I haven't watched. Or like I'm watching a 9-hour one now, I'm only like halfway through it. So I'll continue on that one at some point. Till I finish it. I think it was like 5 hours in. Kid Boga does the same voice most of the time. He does the old lady voice. Every once in a while he'll do like one of like a guy voice. And then he has like a younger woman voice. The younger woman voice he doesn't do that often. And the guy's voice is probably the second most voice he does, but he usually does the old woman's voice. I'm guessing that's the one scammers get confused on with Scammer Payback, because Scammer Payback usually does an old woman voice, or he does an old man voice. There was one scam that Kid Bogo was doing, and he had like 5 different characters in his story. Like, this old woman, then he'll switch to the bank manager, then he'll switch to another. It'll be a recording, and he'll be talking as the old lady while it's happening. So then it sounds real to the scammer that there's 2 people talking. It's pretty clever. So I guess tonight ended up being our office meeting, so. Hey.
I mean,
watching Smallville tomorrow.
You invited me to the chat, so I might as well just make it a freaking office meeting. Like, screw it. I wasn't going to it in the first place.
Possibly you hop online, me and Dustin did. So you got any interesting content in I almost said BL2 and D2? Caleb, you got any interesting content that you haven't done?
I mean,
what do you do with D2? That's my question.
I've been on a hiatus with D2 for months.
No, I meant, like, what are you doing right now in D2?
I'm just doing PvP.
Oh.
Like, I'm literally just like captured a flag, and that's all. Oh shit. Do I need to look at the artifact again to see what's meta? Because I've been hearing that there have been power creeping sniper rifles quite a bit lately.
That's what got me a nightmare trying to balance PvE and PvP weapons.
Oh shit! They put Gran Turismo on Netflix. There's another one for my 2023 movies.
I didn't even know that was a movie.
Oh yeah, I knew about it.
I could honestly watch more than 20. Caleb, I'm at 16 right now. Movies I've watched this year, and I plan to watch at least 4 more. Which are going to be Indiana Jones. I have 3 of them figured out. Indiana Jones, Spider-Man, and Mission Impossible. I don't know what the 4th one's going to be, though. At least 3 of those is like 2.5 hours fucking long. Fucking every movie has to be 2.5 hours fucking long now. It used to be rare that movie would be that long. Now it's not. Every other movie's that long. I still want to watch Avatar and Avatar, the new one, which came out last year, so it's not really new. It came out last year, but it didn't fucking drop on 4K until earlier this fucking, the mid part of this year, or whatever.
Oh, I got one for you, Anthony. Watch The Killer.
Was it even on?
It's on Netflix. David Fincher. It's like Michael Fassbender playing Agent 47.
Alright, I'll put it on my watch list right now. On my phone. Which my phone's at like 95% anyway. 98 actually. Caleb, guess how much progress I'm making right now in Borderlands 2? Big fat 0.
What do you think I am doing right now? Wait, I need to revisit Banshee.
Nope.
What?
I found it. The Killer. 92%. An hour and 59 minutes. Hey, Dustin, at least it's not a 2.5 movie.
Yeah, there you go.
I was gonna be pissed at you if it was a 2.5 hour movie. I'm like, Dustin, fucking Dustin!
Like, hey, Anthony, watch this 3 hour and 15-minute movie I like.
And bored on the bottom, it suggests Prometheus. Yeah, right. I might watch Prometheus. I watched that once. Not watching that shit again. It's like, that movie's 2 hours and 3 minutes.
It's a cute.
Because Michael Fassbender's and it's like, hey, you like Michael Fassbender, don't you?
I'll watch Alien Covenant so I can watch him kiss himself. Michael Fassbender kissing Michael Fassbender.
I'm kind of interested in watching Prometheus.
I have it. I got it from Disc Replay though, so I don't know if it works. Because I rented it one time before I bought it from Disc Replay, so I had already seen it. Alien Covenant is like it's basically the sequel to that. Yeah, I heard the new Alien movie is actually supposedly supposed to be pretty good. According to people that have seen it. I mean, they made a kick-ass Predator movie, so wouldn't doubt it. Disney, if you're watching Z Gundam's video right now, which you're probably not, like, do you like to torture me? Probably, but that's besides the point. Oh my gosh, Legacy Killer HD is also the Florida Joker. He's like, I'm gonna name myself, I forget what he said, but something Mickey. He's like for example, like, dumbass Mickey Mouse, and sue Disney every time they put Mickey in something.
You want to see how much of $1 I would make to hear that? That'd be
Disney, what's the money you owe me?
Speaking of Mickey Mouse, I don't know if it's the entire character or if it's just this Steamboat Willie version of him. It's entering the public domain next year, and people are like, oh, here come the bad horror movies about Mickey.
Oh, God. See, Dustin, this is why people like you, before you watched horror movies, think horror movies were so bad. It's because of movies like that. They give a bad rep for horror movies.
Yep. Kind of like all horror movies are like The Nun 2.
Actually, I hear people say The Nun's worse than The Nun 2, but yeah. The Nuns, the first movie's plot twist made absolutely no fucking sense. Like, the main characters go to investigate the nun. This lady, a nun, tells them all about the nun and how to defeat the nun. And the plot twist, that was the evil nun. Why didn't she just tell the main characters how to beat her? That makes no fucking sense. Great plot twist. Wait. We'll stop talking about the nun now, because now Caleb's gonna hate The Conjuring 2.
That's still your next pick.
I don't know. It's gonna be past Christmas at this point.
Yeah. Well, it seems pretty damn likely my next pick is going to be a Nick Cage movie.
I mean, I'm either between The Conjuring 2 or Talk to Me.
It's like, no,
see, The Conjuring 2 is still The Conjuring 2. I actually have guilty pleasure for the first one. The first one, I have guilty pleasure for that one. That one's pretty good in my opinion. The second one's stupid. The Conjuring 2, by the way, it does have the nun in it, but the nun is done good in The Conjuring 2. They fuck up the nun in her movies, so. Even Cody Leach says that.
See, Caleb, if you got me The Rock for Christmas, we would have had 3 Nick Cage movies.
Well, I could have got you in a rock. You just had to ask for one. There's rocks in by the daycare.
Do you know what that movie's about?
Nope.
The Rock means Alcatraz, and Nick Cage and Sean Connery have to work together to like extract hostages from Alcatraz from terrorists.
That's where they're at in the Resident Evil cartoon, Alcatraz.
Oh, that was Death Island. Okay.
Yeah. The guy I was watching talk about it, he was like, "Oh, this would be a cool Resident Evil place for like a game."
I mean, it seems similar to like the island of
Code Veronica. Yeah. And like every Resident Evil thing ever created, someone always has to inject himself with a fucking T-virus. The villain does. Fucking every damn time. I expect that for every Resident Evil movie now. Seriously.
If it ain't broke.
If it ain't broke, do it 50 more times.
Surely this will be the time when someone injects themselves and they actually win. So they have to be aware that other people have done that and failed.
One of these times, someone's gonna inject themselves and just immediately die. Like, oh shit!
Oh shit! That's not that's not the T virus. That's the penicillin vaccine or something.
That's the Z virus. In like 20 years, there's gonna be A, B, all the way through Z virus in the franchise. Was it the T virus? And I think there's the G virus. I think the G virus is a more mutated form of the T virus.
We built those walls, you and I.
In my understanding, I think the G virus is what causes to make like the dude with the giant eye in Resident Evil 2. But the T virus causes zombies. I might be wrong about that, but that's what my understanding of it is. Somebody who's a real Resident Evil fan in Caleb's fan base is gonna be like, "You're fucking wrong, boy."
Oh yeah, they'll correct you on everything.
Well, so I am with The Walking Dead too, so.
Actually.
Actually.
I mean, Caleb, do you just call the walkers and The Walking Dead zombies, and I'll freaking be correcting you all day long, man. I mean,
actually, they're commonly known as walkers, or blah, 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 blah.
Actually, Robert Kirkman said zombies don't exist in that universe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
actually, in season 3, episode 17, Andrea said.
Okay, yeah.
I'm sure you can. And according to the Walking Dead
okay, the audience can get a joke at this point.
You can be more and more obnoxious as you want.
I know.
Yeah, I got 177 episodes I can pull shit from.
It's like, okay, nerd. It's like, yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, crap. I don't have strand. Shit.
Victor Strand?
I don't have any weapons. I have strand on me. Shit. I should have known better.
I go a while when not coughing at all, and then I start coughing every 5 minutes. Yep, that always happens. Dustin, we've been talking since like 7, right? 3 hours without any fucking progress. Fucking ugh. I should have expected this. Seriously, I've been throwing tubbies for 3 hours.
No progress on my tubby progress. No.
I'm so engaged in talking that I'm not paying attention. I'm making no progress. I'm getting tubbies. They're just not dropping when I want them to drop. Man, I don't think I've gotten a chubby for a good like 20 minutes now, though. They have like a 3% chance to spawn. And that's a pretty high percent chance compared to the rest of the game. Yep, no chubby here. Save and quit. This game takes forever to save and quit. I've seen people save and quit on PC, and I'm like, dude, that was like 10 seconds long, boy. Mine's like fucking 2 minutes. I'll be waiting.
Oh, I saw that Sony, I guess they already did this. They patented adaptive difficulty where, depending on how well you play, it adapts the difficulty for you.
On what?
Just any video game, I guess.
Can you turn that off? Are they doing that? Or do they already do it? I don't know. They're going to do it.
They're probably planning to do it with a future game. The thing is, that's not new. It's kind of like when Warner Brothers patented the Nemesis system. 20 years ago, Resident Evil 4 had adaptive difficulty. The enemies would be less aggressive when you kept missing shots.
Whenever Borderlands 2 Remaster comes, well, this already is a remaster, remake comes out, Caleb's gonna be playing and the game's gonna be like, Caleb's a pro, OP10.
Silent Hill 3 also has a type of adaptive difficulty. If you're wasting a lot of bullets or health, then in safe rooms, they'll give you more. And if you're doing well, it won't give you as much.
So Caleb, it's just how my toys like Dustin. This is how OP10 is, Caleb. So most mob enemies are about 10 or 11 levels higher than me. So they're about, I'm 80, so they're about 91, 92. Or 90, 91. The boss enemies are usually about 91, 92. And there's two invincibles, Hyperius and whatever the Stalker one's called. I think his name is Veracitus. Apparently there's a glitch in the game that Gearbox never fixed, and Hyperius and Veracitus have double the amount of health they're supposed to have. So it makes them almost impossible to fucking kill. Your build has to be like perfection. That's some bullshit, Gearbox. It's so bad that Veracitus drops one of the best guns in the game and people say it's not worth farming for. Because he doesn't have a guarantee to drop it. You kill him once, you're like, yeah! He didn't drop it. That'd be my luck.
Oh, this Netflix ad reminded me of something. Anthony, are you gonna watch Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon?
I don't know.
Oh, I think I was seeing some Rotten Tomatoes scores. It didn't seem like it was doing very good. Apparently.
It wasn't.
Maybe I'll just watch Dawn of the Dead again.
Critics think it sucks, but the audience scores were much more positive, but then again, that doesn't always mean that it's good.
Did you ever watch the last zombie movie he made?
Oh, Army of the Dead?
Yeah.
No.
Yes, it was. They made a prequel also.
Where have you taken them?
No, I haven't.
I thought it was weird but decent. Like it's not like the same. It's not like Dawn of the Dead, like those type of zombies. So you tell it's Zack Snyder, but it's a bit different. I thought it was pretty good though. Still, they came out with a prequel or a sequel or whatever. I never watched that one yet. An OPA affection. Caleb, I got one of those Rainbow Larity guns. You happy now? It's OPA though. Yeah. Infection cleaner.
But they're already putting out reports that he didn't get to put out the cut of the movie he wanted. I was like, how many fucking times are they gonna do that? Oh my god, the 4-hour cut's gonna fix everything, isn't it?
I mean, the 4-hour cut of Justice League. Mwah.
For the most, it's still bloated.
It's bloated, but that's the Justice League movie. I mean, I can forgive it for being bloated when that's the only fucking Justice League movie we're gonna get in that universe. It's like a part 1, 2, and 3 in all one movie.
But I also think he's just not very good at writing. He's a very good visual director, but he should let someone else do the writing.
That's how Rob Zombie is too. His movies would be great if somebody could check his damn writing.
Yeah. And he always plugs his wife into the movies, doesn't he?
Yeah, she's in both Halloween movies.
And in the Monsters.
They did. I know for a fact she's in the sequel to House of a Thousand Corpse, The Double Rejects. That's the sequel. She might be in the House of a Thousand Corpse. I've never seen the third one. The first one's crazy as shit. It almost doesn't make any sense, I feel like. It also has Dwight from The Office. Pretty sure he dies.
Gotta love this Netflix ad. Go watch the HBO original Band of Brothers on Netflix. What the fuck is Warner Brothers doing anymore? They don't even want to keep their own HBO shows on their own streaming service.
Oh, I heard that Zack Snyder is okay with the DCU, so continuing it if it'd be on Netflix. Oh god, Zack Snyder, that's such a bad idea. Just end it.
Is he being paid to say that from Netflix?
That's such a bad idea. No, we don't want that.
No. I imagine if The Last of Us was on Netflix, it would have been a lot worse.
Oh yeah. I honestly would give it more. I'd give it the Amazon. Well, the Amazon I heard Lord of the Rings show wasn't very good. Amazon and HBO, I think more highly of than Netflix. Though, I mean, they still have bombs too. Velma, Lord of the Rings.
I think Lord of the Rings was kind of doomed to fail.
But then also you gotta think of The Boys. The Boys is fucking great on Amazon. And then The Last of Us on HBO.
Well, The Boys, I think it's because of Eric Kripke. I don't know how much he has, like, in control of, like, how the writing is.
Well, Gen V.
His directing is very, very good.
Gen V was still pretty good. I mean, it wasn't as good as The Boys, but it was still pretty good.
Yeah, it's still on, like, The Boys, I don't know what to say. Like, it's in the ballpark of the quality of The Boys, but not quite on the same level.
Also give it Invincible, but again, that's also Robert Kirkman's involved in that.
Like, it's his story, isn't it?
Yeah, they're adapting his story.
But they're still adapting it very, very well.
They are making some changes though. There's stuff in season 1 that they adapted from volume 1 that wasn't even in season 1.
You gotta watch the first half of season 2. Like, the halfway point, it's something.
I think part of the reason I haven't watched is because I think I read almost at the second volume, so I'm afraid I'm never gonna know what's gonna happen.
Oh.
Or at least some, probably not all of it. Also, they changed the girl in season 1. His love interest, they changed her from the comic. She looks different in the comic.
They changed Debbie too.
The mom?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that.
If memory serves me.
To make her Asian because of Steven Yeun.
Mm-hmm. That I remember. Because she wasn't like that. comics.
I guess I'll have to show you guys the movie that Stephen Yeun's in with forgot her name. That movie that I showed Dustin that he didn't like. The one that she's a bride and she.
I have no clue.
The one that she was a bride and she was getting married and she had to go hide.
Oh, Ready or Not.
Yeah, what's the actress name? It's on the tip of my tongue. She's compared to, usually compared to, Margaret Robbie. People say that she's like Margaret Robbie's twin.
Robbie's twin. Was it like, Chloe Grace Moretz?
No. She was also in the, she was in The Babysitter. She was the babysitter. She was in the beginning of Scream 6. She died.
Oh, speaking of The Babysitter, I think that's getting a physical release in January.
Oh, I would buy that. That's pretty good.
I know I saw it somewhere. Like, I saw the artwork for it. It's like really pink with the aesthetic of the movie.
Oh, Samara Weaving.
Oh, I was not gonna get that.
Yeah, Samara Weaving and Stephen Yeun did a movie together. It's called Mayhem. It's like a zombie movie. I don't think you guys would like it. It's directed kind of weirdly. It was interesting.
I would not have guessed that either. It's like, oh, she's supposed to be younger than Margot Robbie?
Well, I think she is younger, but people say she kind of looks like Margaret Robbie. She's a younger version of Margaret Robbie. Did you know Margaret Robbie was voted as the #1 hottest actress this year, apparently?
That's not surprising.
That keeps popping up on my Facebook.
Probably
Because I
also,
watched Barbie.
she's a real smoke show in Wolf of Wall Street.
I watched it. It was like, I think, #7 or #8. Something like that. Taylor Swift was also on there, too. I think she's like 3 or 4. Why does Taylor Swift get put with the actresses? She's not a fucking actress.
Yeah, technically she is. She's been in movies before. Not very good ones, though.
I'll be right back.
I remember Valentine's Day. Yes. That one big Valentine's Day movie that had like a bunch of A-listers. Like, I think like Paul Rudd, Christy, Ray, or whatnot. It was a big one. A couple of years ago. Probably like 5 years ago, probably. Oh, good lord, how many of these stupid triggers do we have? And now we have your movie, Dustin, as well.
Yeah, I still have your stuff, but...
Like, it sucks that I had to be sick then. And I couldn't do it. To be honest, it all just started like Thursday. I just had like bad sinus pressure and it kept me up Thursday night. Woke up that morning, or went to work that morning, and I was groggy as get out. Like, I was almost stumbling.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of sickness around this month, and shit just happens. You get unlucky.
At least now I'm just on antibiotics, and I should be okay. Hopefully I should know by Friday if I could be able to go out or not, though. Even though it was not intentional to, I would have gone back to work, but okay, I might as well just take my 2 weeks. Or not. I'm not quitting my job. I'm like, hey, I might as well take 2 weeks of vacation. I'm like, whoops. A doctor asked me to stay home for 3 days. Like, doctor's orders. Can't argue with him. Ow, 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 ow. How is this rocket launcher such a meta? It was such a crap weapon in D... I mean, it was okay in D1.
The rocket launcher get a North Fleet, buddy.
No, you remember the Dragon's Breath in D1, right?
Vaguely.
They put it back in D1 and now it's really good. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, it's almost broken.
I remember the icebreaker. Yeah.
Yeah, not ever gonna happen again. That'd be cheap. If they ever did. I could tell you that never gonna happen again.
I'll take icebreaker and Borderlands too.
Never in a million years.
Pearlescent.
Ooh, what's this? Ooh. Old Sterling.
Nicely done, Guardian.
Ooh.
I don't know about you, but this just feels routine now. Who would have thought Cosmodrome sweeps and decoding engrams would bring the same level of excitement?
I wouldn't, though your lack of professionalism continues to amaze me.
Wait, I got a submachine gun. No one's gonna give me any random rewards.
In BL1, pearlescents are way harder to get. They have like less than a 1% chance to drop in BL1. But they're way better though. In BL2, they're easier to get, but they're kind of shit. There's only like 2 good ones. Which are the Butcher and the Beggar, which both became legendaries in Borderlands 3.
Cora? Finch? Anyone? We're at the old worm breeding facility. Storm's presence seems to have grown again.
Yo, I'm here. It's not bad. They're clearly exploiting the darkness there. Good spot to break into the throne world devoid of light and all. You think you can, clear them out? Makes all of our lives easier if they're not overrunning the place.
Consider it taken care of.
As soon as I unmute my mic, I have to cough. So I was eating a snack.
nom, 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 nom.
Kid Boga mutes himself when he eats. Well, he blocks. He blocks, or he mutes himself and he blocks it with his hand. He doesn't like to, I guess, show himself when he's eating. Game about Commando! OP10 at least, that's the first. Drop that shit. Pick that up. Looking for a legendary Siren Clown or a legendary Cat class mod. I gotten both of those before, but the stats for them were shit! They have to be better than my OP9 ones, at least. Apparently I got pretty good OP9 ones. Next week I can't wait to spend 5 hours from Sandhawk.
Like you need another Sandhawk.
I do. Mine's OP9. You know how I get another Sandhawk? This is what makes me go, ugh. I have to restart the fucking playthrough. That's the only way to do it. And then get another Pimpernel. An OP10 one. Oh, restart the playthrough. Well, you had to do that like 10 damn times in the OP levels. That's what makes the OP levels miserable. You know how many times I've gone through the story and just on this character? Probably like 30 fucking times, I feel like. Just on this character. At this point, I play the story with the volume off. You're like, why do you go through the whole story on the certain items? I can't beat the fucking story. Like the B shield, you can't really farm for the B shield until like you're almost at the end of the story, unless you do the Tiny Tino Soul and try and keep B farm, which is really fucking annoying on OP10 because those enemies are really strong. Though Caleb, there's a cheat way to go through the Borderlands 2 story. I dropped the difficulty down to level 80 or even OP1, and I can beeline through the story. And once I beat the story, if I want to do a side quest, I can pop it back up to OP10, and the enemies will be OP10 again. So I do that all the time. When I want to rush through a DLC or something. And I died 20 times from an OP10 enemy. So Dustin, you still playing God of War?
Nope.
You playing Hogwarts Legacy? That's a joke. Somebody else, my friend, lists this.
No, actually I'm watching a video from Joel Raptor about the DLC.
I don't think I watched that one.
Well, you shouldn't.
Maybe I did. Yeah, that's probably why I didn't. I know I think I watched one of his about the DLC, but it wasn't. He's posted so many. Take a shot every time he mentions Assassin's Creed in one of his videos, okay? Or Ubisoft. Also, have you ever seen any of his streams before?
No.
Oh, I have seen some of them. He has a friend, and I can't tell if his friend is missing eyebrows or if it's just really hard to see. I feel like he's missing eyebrows. I'm like every single.
Am I missing an eyebrow?
I have no idea. I can't
know
tell.
that reference.
Also, he has a. I watch his videos quite often. He has another also woman that works with him that always does photo mode stuff at the end of his videos, which I tend to not watch. I'm like, I don't care. Also, this is me in every YouTube video now. Every time I see a YouTube video, and they're like, here's a sponsor, I usually skip past the sponsor. I'm like, yeah, I don't give a shit about that. Unless it's something I'm actually interested in. So I do that on my phone. That's what I'm going to do on my PlayStation.
Oh, that's cool. Some of the armor you can unlock in Valhalla, you can equip in New Game Plus.
I don't know why they always give Joe Raptor, like, early access to things, because he tends to just cheat and stuff. He always talks about exploits and stuff. But, like, can you hear the song I'm playing?
No.
No? Okay, cool. I'll keep listening to it then.
One time you're gonna ask us that, and then you're gonna rickroll us.
Listening to Crawling in the Dark. Ah, my game's too loud. It's not on volume 0.
I was listening to the Cyberpunk combat music on shuffle. Seems to always happen.
And yet, I haven't been able to listen to any music since probably like Friday, probably.
Oh, another tubby. What do you give me for Christmas, buddy?
Another tubby with nothing.
I mean, they can't do that, so. Is it OP10 Becca? Did he even drop a pearl? Caleb, if he dropped nothing, Caleb. Hell, he did drop a pearl, but it's a pistol. I don't want any pearl pistol, so it doesn't do me any good. I think he only dropped a pearl. You asshole. And a skin I already have. I don't think I've even ever heard of this pearl before. It means it's probably garbage. And it's OP9. Come on, but I have to go. You know Borderlands 3 has so many legendaries? I was watching a Borderlands 3 video that Killer 6 made the other day of like top 10 legendaries in a category. I think it was Torg. And he named after legendary, and I was like, I didn't even remember that legendary existed. That's how many legendaries there are in Borderlands 3. Fucking like quadruple the amount of legendaries in Borderlands 2. Could make half those legendaries fucking pearlescents. Next song. Never mind, we already talked about this. Alright, so this is a great topic, Dustin. Alright? What's your least favorite movie you've watched this year? So far?
I think you still already know that. It hasn't changed since I watched it.
Don't remember.
Oh crap, what was the name?
You don't say
Renfield.
it. Oh. Well,
And it's
I'll
mostly
make you,
because I've been avoiding watching some other movies that I know would be at the bottom.
I'll make you watch Cocaine Bear.
Yeah, Cocaine Bear, or The Flash, or 65, or
My opinion,
Fast X, or whatever would easily be at the bottom.
Cocaine Bear is not terrible in my opinion. It's just
Yeah, but I'm sure I'm not going to give it 3 stars. Like, I could probably think of 24 different movies that I'd watch it, and I know they would be at the bottom. That's why I'm scared to watch The Flash, because I'm like, ah, crap, it's gonna be at the bottom, I know it.
Okay, what's your favorite Nick Cage movie? There you go. I honestly can't answer that.
I can't answer that only because it's been so long since I've seen Face Off. I'm not sure exactly how much I like it.
I can only think of a couple. I can think of a few I've seen on top of my head with him in it recently, but there's a bunch I don't remember that well.
He has quite a few really good ones. I don't know if I can pick a favorite. I really like Lord of War. I really like Pig. I really like.
I haven't seen Pig.
Shit, The Rock. I really like The Rock. Con Air's pretty good. When I watch it, it's entertaining, but man, it doesn't hold up very well. Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. That one's also very good.
I always have enjoyment with this one, and I think we can all 3 agree on this one. National Treasure.
I already said that.
Oh, you did? I didn't hear you say it.
Yeah.
What was it? Sorry.
You're muted from. I couldn't hear you, so probably couldn't hear me.
No,
either.
I just flipped my back up.
I like Ghost Rider, the first one. It's stupid, but I love it still. The second one's unbearable, though.
Which is the one where he pisses fire?
The second one. I've watched those 2 back to back. The second one is so dumb compared to the first one. Though there's one part in the second one I do like. Like, we try not to change to the Ghost Rider. His head, it's just comedy. It's hilarious. I can't even explain it.
There's a movie of his I'd like to watch, but I'm sure it's pretty much a almost terrible movie, but Nick Cage turns it up to 11.
I've heard about a movie like that with him in it, but I don't remember what it's called.
Vampire Kiss.
I don't know if that was it or not.
I think I know which one. Isn't there like a famous meme with him in that?
Mm-hmm. I think I never misfiled anything. Not once, not one time. He like says that to the secretary. Once he thinks he's being turned into a vampire, he goes fucking bananas. There's this one scene where he like picks up a live pigeon off of the sidewalk. I think he tries to eat it or something.
Oh my god.
I heard the behind the scenes. They had to drug the pigeon because otherwise he wouldn't be able to catch it. I mean, it's a movie like why the fuck is this real? But then you watch it and you're like, this is fucking amazing.
For a joke, we're gonna watch Superman Quest for Peace. Alright, it's my next pick.
God.
I own it on Blu-ray.
Lex Luthor cuts Superman's hair with head trimmers. I remember that part.
I think I've seen it before. It's been a long time now.
That will definitely be hilariosity for us.
We're gonna watch Batman and Robin. I have that too. I have that on 4K.
Every time I see bat nipples.
Bat
nipples, butt shots, bat credit card, ice skating, ice puns.
That's an ice nightmare.
It's like,
and the thing is, Arnold's Mr. Freeze might be the best part of the movie.
Bane is terrible, so is Poison Ivy.
Yeah, Bane, that's what I'm saying. I saw someone review Batman and Robin, and they forgot Bane was even in it, even though they saw the movie before. Bane is a complete wasted character in the movie.
Yeah, I've seen it before. It's been a long time now. I've seen all the Batman's movies before. All the live action. I'm a Batman fanatic. Batman fanatic who has finished watching.
oh, trust me, you would be surprised about the Suicide Squad isekai. I'm like, what in the world?
Christian Bale's on the set rants Terminator Salvation. They are hilarious.
Terminator Genesis is kind of an interesting concept. It's weird though. Terminator 3's god awful. I thought Dark Fate was okay. People were pissed off because they killed John Connor or the franchise. He changes in every fucking movie. I'm more of a Sarah Connor person, but besides 1 and 2, because I think there's more than 6 movies. Oh yeah, I mentioned Salvation too. Let's go look at my Terminator movies. Maybe I did name them all off. Terminator 1, 2, 3, Salvation. I did name them all. Genesis and Dark Fate. Did you know, guys? Did you guys know that Gabriel Luna played the villain in Terminator Dark Fate, and he plays Tommy in the Last of Us TV show? So that's a cool fact for you.
I knew the first part. I did not know the second part.
Yeah, that's who plays Tommy.
Huh.
Wait a minute, I just thought of something. This year we had the Battle of the Tens, Fast and Furious 10 versus Saw 10. Which movie was... Kayla, which movie do you think is regarded better out of those two? I can tell you right now, it's extremely easy to say which one.
Yeah,
Because
it's Saw 10. Yeah. Saw 10 has... I know the public mostly likes it. No audiences. Or I mean, like...
tired of Fast 10. This has got to be like the first Fast and Furious movie that they probably lost money.
I heard Fast 9 people didn't really like that much either.
Yeah, but internationally that one did pretty well.
Again with Saw, the budget is so low that they're bound to not lose any money.
Yeah, and Fast 10's budget was like $300 million. So you have to almost make $1 billion to make a decent profit.
And I guarantee if I watch Fast X, I guarantee Saw X has more quality. Which is kind of funny to say, but...
I practically already know everything that happened in Fast X.
It's like, we're going to space!
That big cast, like... just like, oh, what do you call it? They like all go on their own quest, and most of them don't even matter.
It's so sad. It's like, 'cause I think I watched the first Fast and Furious movie and I actually liked it. So it's so sad that they diverted from that and it's become what it is now.
Because we need more testosterone. That's what we need.
People say Fast 5 is the best one. I haven't seen that one. People say Fast and Furious 2, Too Fast, Too Furious isn't that great though.
Yeah, I think I only watched that one once. I enjoyed it at the time, but...
And most people don't like the third one either.
Tokyo
Drift.
I've never seen the third one, but I also never watched 9 and 10.
What about 4? How good's 4? That one's called Fast and the Furious, I think.
Probably just good, but not great. I got something that's gonna make the devil run.
Show your enemy this place belongs to you now.
That's what I'm gonna be saying when my team, but OP10 Becca. I got something make the devil's gonna run. Make the devil gonna run. I still haven't watched the latest Jurassic World movie. I've heard it's fucking gone awful. I don't remember. Do people say the new Jurassic World movie is worse than the last one, or Fallen Kingdom? Or do they say Fallen Kingdom's better? Because I don't know how you can be worse than Fallen Kingdom.
No, I'm not really sure, because people didn't really like the last one.
Yeah, I know. Well, that franchise is going down the drain.
I think they're done, at least for now.
Yeah, for now. Just wait. Just wait till Disney makes any.
Uh-oh.
And I don't care to watch it, tells you something. I was like, I actually forgot there was a new Indiana Jones movie out. I'm like,
Yeah, I was gonna get it, but then it's like, oh shit, I gotta get the Mandalorian field books. So I just stuck with those. Now I got Mandalorian and Face Off. That's probably gonna be the last mail I'm gonna get for the rest of the year. and I also don't want to do any Indiana Jones content without Harrison Ford. I think part of it...
Disney's gonna do spin-offs. You know Disney well.
I kind of blame for the reception of what they did with the Han Solo movie, because if that was more positive, then maybe they just would have gotten a younger look-alike for the Indiana Jones movie.
The videos watching of this guy talking about that movie, he said if the Han Solo movie wasn't called Han Solo and the movie wasn't about Han Solo, because the movie almost had no reason to be about Han Solo, it would have been an interesting movie and people would have actually liked it.
Well, the timing was also really bad because everyone was pissed off about The Last Jedi. It was like only 5 months after it.
I think it's so hilarious. People who are pissed off about Last Jedi when Rise of Skywalker is a fucking piece of trash compared to Last Jedi.
Yeah, Mando 4 is gonna be turned into a movie? Oh no, I'm scared.
Actually, I heard about the plot of Season 3. It was bad. They literally undid the ending of Season 2 and made the villain of Season 2, Moff Gideon, he busted out, became the villain at the end of Season 3, which the plot for Season 3 doesn't really start until Episode 7, at 8 episodes. And they literally redo it again. They fight him and capture him again. I'm like, what was the point? Disney's... Look, that always felt weird to me. At the end of Season 2, I always thought, I'm like, doesn't that complete Mando's story? How are we doing a Season 3? Because that was literally his story, getting Baby Yoda to the Jedi. I think Disney was like, oh, it's making too much money, gotta do a Season 3 now.
Yeah. I think they did some plot with, like, his connection to the other Mandalorians, but I heard it doesn't really go anywhere.
Yeah, that plot goes absolutely nowhere in Season 3. It's like, I think I heard that plot's completely breezed over.
And it should have been him, like, learning to control the Darksaber better.
Baby Yoda also should have not returned at all.
I do agree with that. Like, I think you could have done a Season 3 without Baby Yoda and a connection to the Mandalorians, but, like... I think they just took the coward way out.
They wanted money and they wanted popularity.
Couldn't they just figured out another popular character to replace Baby Yoda?
I mean, fucking... it's not like Boba Fett's doing anything right now.
The Boba Fett Mandalorian show.
I mean, didn't that happen in the Boba Fett show?
Yeah, it did.
I know, I watched it.
Second half.
I know, so let's do it again. Yeah, so Caleb, they literally resurrected Boba Fett just for him to have one season of a one mediocre season of his own show. That's why they resurrected Boba Fett. Wow, that was a waste. Can we just go back to him dying crappily and turn on the Jedi?
It never made sense and it never will.
I mean, he might appear in the movie. Because, Caleb, this movie is supposed to be a finale to Mando, Boba Fett show, and Ahsoka.
Here we go again, Disney. You don't learn your freaking lesson.
No, they don't. That's why all their franchises.
Do more homework now.
Exactly.
That's why all their franchises are getting crumbs.
That's exactly my point. They don't learn the lesson because, like, Marvels, you have to do homework for it.
What about Ahsoka?
Oh, God. You might as well do, like, more homework because you have to watch the Clone Wars for it.
You may as well watch 2 full shows.
Can I just watch the Cliff Notes version, or do I have to actually be emotionally invested with these characters?
You have to take notes, Dustin.
Alright, I'll play the episodes at 10 times speed, and I'll make notes at anything that looks interesting.
I saw Darth Maul's journey through Star Wars. Like, he dies in Phantom Menace, well, supposedly. They found out he didn't die in Clone Wars. So then they do a story arc with him in the Clone Wars, like the early seasons of Clone Wars or whatever. And then apparently he pops up in Rebels. Then they do a final story arc with him in Rebels. He fights Obi-Wan Kenobi and he gets killed again. And then apparently he's still not dead, and he's in the final season of Clone Wars. What? Oh, and then he appeared in the Han Solo movie also. So is he dead or not? That's my question, isn't he? I'm confused. After the 5 times of him dying and not being dead. Talk about milking that character. Watching the movie, fucking they're going back to Jango Fett. It's supposed to be Jango, Bubba, and Mandalorian. Yeah.
It's not Jango, it's Rango Fett.
Actually, Bubba Fett, because Bubba Fett's a fucking clone of Jango.
Whoa. You can play as angry Greek Kratos?
Is that Angry Joe?
Probably a New Game Plus. Like, it looks just like...
Kratos from God of War 3.
Yeah.
I'm not wanting to play that, actually. Oh. Zeus, your son has returned. I bring the destruction of Olympus. I so want a God of War 1 and 2 remaster. Seriously. I just want to be able to play it on PS4. Bundle together.
Oh, actually,
for
he
40
just
or
told
50.
me how to do it. You go to the main menu, and all you have to do is hit R3, and it changes from default and classic appearance.
I remember... Actually, I watched this person rank all the God of War games, and he thinks the first game is better than God of War 2. That guy's high. I think God of War 2 is better. You guys think God of War 2 is better than the first God of War game? Or do you think God of War is better? I'm talking about the original, by the way.
I could see someone having one above 2. Maybe if he really likes dying to spike traps 20 times in a row.
And he said, this guy, he tried to platinum all the God of War games in a certain amount of time. I forgot how much the time was, but he ran out of time, so he didn't get to Ragnarok, but he did 1, 2, 3, Chains, Ascension, and Ghost of Sparta in 2018. So you rank all those. And he said God of War 3 got an S rank, but God of War 2018, I think he gave it an A rank. And he's like, most of the new people that play God of War 2018 Ragnarok probably haven't played the older ones. Joke's on you, buddy. I played most of the older ones. There's only 2 of the older ones I haven't beat. And one of them's Ascension. Ascension's kind of shit, to be honest.
Yeah.
The other one's Ghost of Sparta.
I guess it's best to stick with 1, 2, and 3. Other ones get too repetitive.
I heard the PSP ones are better on PSP. Shocker, huh?
Oh. Of course.
It's weird, like, for me. Here's something to think about.
Show your enemy this place belongs to you now.
How come I haven't heard anything about that not being in the PlayStation, like PS Plus Premium yet. That's kind of weird. You would think that would be straight in there, though. So think about it. Like Ghost of Sparta and Shades of Olympus.
Is God of War 1 and 2 in there? That'd be in PS2 games, probably.
Yeah,
it could
they
be
would
PS2. It could be in PS2 or PS3 because of the PS3 remaster.
Probably PS2.
Oh, the PS2 games would look like shit compared to the PS3 games.
They would be easier to do.
Does that mean they're working on a remaster?
Probably not.
I don't think it'd be very hard to do. They already did it on God of War 3. They use the same damn engine. God of War 3 remaster still looks pretty good.
Zone B lost. Enemy claimed Zone B.
They wouldn't be able to record new dialogue though, since
No, like because you have to change voice actors.
They already pissed off the original voice actor anyway. Supposedly, it was rumored that they never even told him about God of War 2018. I'm 32. It's not funny. It's a very serious topic.
This story is kind of wild. A drunk driver hit Biden's convoy in Delaware.
What? I know he was driven by the Florida Joker, probably. Love that guy.
Enemy claimed Zone B.
Caleb, don't attack Pokimane. She'll take your video down, by the way, Caleb. She's a bitch. Don't eat her cookies either.
Oh, I heard about those. Those are too expensive as hell.
And I heard they're not very good either. And they're just like, apparently she copied a brand that is like went out of business or whatever, and she kind of just copied the brand. Also, she made a comment. She's like, if you can't afford my cookies, then just tell me that you're broke as fuck, or you're poor as fuck, or something like that.
Zone C lost.
Yeah, that's something.
I heard she's a bitch, so yeah.
Enemy claimed Zone B.
She can join SS Sniper Wolf. They're both bitches.
Actually, she's permanently banned on YouTube, if I'm not mistaken.
No, SS Sniper Wolf has already posted. I actually looked at her YouTube channel yesterday. She posted a new video recently. No, YouTube refuses to ban her because they promote her. It's because you're saying because she doxed a YouTuber and she got banned. No, she didn't get in trouble for that at all. Yeah, she doxed a YouTuber. They're actually putting some of the blame on the YouTuber that she doxed, saying that they're both at fault. And he's like, what did I do?
Yeah. YouTube always sides with the people that make them the most money.
Yep. That's
Twitch
also
is
why.
about as bad.
That's why also YouTuber won't take Pokimane down either, because of that reason. Because she starts beef with other content creators all the time.
Twitch almost let people get away with softcore porn.
Oh yes, I've seen several people talk about that subject, about their terms of service. That was too funny.
When I was watching Twitch, and I had streams popping up of like bathtub streams. I'm like, oh yeah, don't promote that to me, Twitch. I don't want to see that. That's so fucking stupid.
No, there was like a thing that VTubers are going haywire for. Was their term of service is like oh, you can't post any, like, you can't stream anything if you're showing genitalia. You can't show anything that doesn't have nipples or boobs. It's like, what? They were just going haywire for it at that point in time, and Twitch regretted that decision so bad. I remember seeing that last week.
Enemy claimed Zone A.
Where'd he go to?
Zone B captured. Zone advantage is yours.
Yeah, Morning After Kill, the one that's doing drama with Killer 6. Well, Killer 6 isn't really doing drama with him, but every other video Morning After Kill makes is some kind of drama with another YouTuber. So, like, he's claiming that Killer 6 is very mean to, like, YouTubers that don't have as many subscribers. But apparently this one YouTuber I watched who doesn't have that many subscribers said, Killer 6 commented on it in his video and said, like, great job, and blah, 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 blah. And he's like, I don't get all the drama. Yeah, that's fucking YouTube for you.
YouTube algorithm for you. Just
Keep the pressure on.
like,
C lost.
I'm looking at my Killer Instinct video right now. It's got like almost 300 views right now.
Enemy claimed
Like
Zone
9
Wow.
views away.
Enemy claimed Zone
My views get shit views now.
For just something that I barely did, and just a one. It was meant to be a one-off, but
I had motivation to YouTube's for a little bit, and then I'll stop again. I don't want to do it again. I'm at the point right now where I don't want to do it again. Give me about another couple of weeks, and I'll want to do it again. Then a week goes by, I don't want to do it again. Seriously, that's what happens.
it's like you're in the burnout phase.
I'm in the burnout phase. I just don't want to record anything. I just want to play what I want to play. See, Caleb, you do YouTube all the time. You don't get in to sit there and enjoy games. Because you're rushing to play stuff.
Zone C
Like right now, I'm not gonna be in a rush. I don't being that I'm still kind of sick. I mean, I'm gonna have to post on a community post. Say, hey guys, sorry,
Zone A lost.
sorry for not having a weekly or a schedule, but I have been sick.
Have advantage.
So what else can I
The
do?
door slowly creaks. Your house is haunted, my friend. The Conjuring's in there.
It was not that.
Oh wait, no, it's probably Jigsaw. Wanna play a game?
Oh, what do you want, dog?
I'll be like, no, Jigsaw, go back to bed.
I know.
It sounds more like Batman when I say that.
It's like, I'm Batman.
Jigsaw, that's Batman. We'll play a game.
Enemy claimed Zone
I'm Batman.
It's like I'm Superman, bitch.
Well, I'm the Justice League. Who would win, the Justice League or the Avengers? That's a good question.
1 minute. You have
That really depends on the coin there, sir.
It depends who's in the team because there's.
Oh, that is so true. And which versions?
Zone B.
That was gonna be the even tougher question. And no, we are not talking about movie or animated here.
Enemy claimed Zone A. 30
What?
seconds.
What?
You and victory. You captured Zone C.
Yes.
You have zone advantage.
Are you gonna be a... Are you just not wanting to play?
I could not ask for a better victory.
Dogs never want to play.
She normally doesn't.
You could give the Red Jacks a lesson in territory control.
Yeah, Yeah, see, this is why I always interrupt Caleb. He takes so long to finish what he's saying.
No, just don't. It just like climbed up to my lap and just like, yes.
So, Dusty, you know how those challenges in Borderlands, you have to do those to get a trophy or whatever? On my OP10 Maya, which is one of the characters I have the most hours in, I don't even have all those challenges done still. There's some ones that are weird that you have to go out of your way to do. Which is why I never do them. It's fucking stupid.
Well, the trophy is doing level
Why?
1.
I know.
But some of them, you have to finish the challenge to unlock that one.
Oh, I did not know that, actually.
Like,
There's
I think I had to go
DLC one. I don't think you have to do those.
I think I had to get level 5 of rocket launcher kills to unlock another one. And I think one of them is finding that robot that hides in the chests.
Oh, I found that guy.
Jenkins. Oh, you did? I farmed that bastard for hours.
You just farm tubbies and you get him pretty fast.
He's in tubbies?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me.
Like this one, kill enemies by power sliding over in a vehicle. What? I'm never gonna do that fucking shit. That shit sounds stupid. Vehicle challenges, ew. Kill enemies while riding on a passenger, not a gunner, in a vehicle.
I think it's just combat. There's a certain point to ones where you don't have to do any. Like, it really, the problem is if you have like dozens of hours of gameplay and there's like something specific that you just never do.
Yeah, for example, like using assault rifles on OP10. Assault rifles suck ass on OP10.
I don't know why you'd want to do that trophy on OP10 anyway, but it's your life. That's something you want to do on your first playthrough.
Normal mode's for bitches. For bitches. Yeah, I think some of those challenges have skins behind them too. Do you get? Actually, I'm 100% sure on that. Also, there's some side quests that I know I haven't done that have skins in them. So I've never completed all the side quests in this game. Because some of the side quests in this game are fucking stupid. I think they're worse than pre-sequel, though. I will, sometimes I start a new character and I'm like, I'm gonna do all the side quests. I get about an hour in, fuck these side quests. That's what I usually do. Sister's boyfriend's playing Dead by Daylight. Dustin's online on his PS5. Caleb's playing Destiny 2. This dude's playing Madden NFL 24, and this other guy's playing Overwatch 2. Boring. Oh, Dustin, did you get all the trophies in that DLC, by the way? God of War DLC?
Yeah, I did. It's not too bad.
Yeah, I need to do that.
I got most of them, just
Going to the story,
through
yeah.
normally.
You took so long to say that, I could have guessed what you were going to say. Caleb, you sent me Platinum God of War. Go play the Valkyries. I'll pay to watch the... Actually, it's Valkyrie because it's on 2018.
Yeah, no.
There's one for the secret boss, and when I fought him, I just barely lost. Just like, he had like almost no health left, and I fucked up. I was like, oh my fucking god, I gotta do that again. And I got the trophy anyway. It said participate in the area. I was like, oh. Okay. But I still wanted to kick his ass, so I did the next run.
I mean, Kratos is an ass kicker. Dude, I freaking love Kratos. Think about how where God of War was at after Ascension came out. People bashed God of War. They're like, oh, God of War sucks. And now think of where God of War is at now. God of War is thought highly at right now. That just shows how you can revive a franchise by having really good entries. Call of Duty. I remember the year God of War 3 came out. I loved that game on PS3. I think by that point I played the remaster collection on the PS3 from 1 and 2. Which my dad owned. That's the only reason I ever knew about it. He also owned the Devil May Cry remastered collection of 1, 2, and 3.
Yet the Switch port makes me still upset.
Ew, Devil May Cry 1 combat. Ugh. I honestly think God of War combat's better than that shit. The first God of War game.
Well, the real comparison is God of War and Devil May Cry 5.
Bad news, Guardian. I bring
Ragnarok
from the Techians.
versus Devil May Cry 5?
Dispersed amongst the ley lines of the Ascendant Realm. They
Well, yeah,
now
I guess so.
reality, like comets around the sun. Hopefully not beyond our reach.
Ragnarok was last year, wasn't it?
The Techians are uncertain
No.
how this happened.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
I know. I thought the same thing. I was like, wait, that came out a year ago? Felt like it was longer.
I know.
So Ragnarok was 3 years after Devil May Cry 5, but at least for the time, Devil May Cry 5, really excellent combat system.
And yet we prostrate ourselves to play.
I don't know. You can't really compare those two. I mean, I think the combat for the older God of War games are more comparable to Devil May Cry than the two newer God of War games.
Find the lost Techians. We can use them again. Fight your way into the blind well and reroute the lines through Riven's lair. We'll prepare landings for the clutch as best we can.
So the 6 older God of War games are more comparable to the Devil May Cry games than the 2 newer ones. You know what I'm saying?
The freaking creator of the first God of War game is calling the new Kratos soft.
I heard he didn't like it.
He's getting ratioed really bad on social media. Do you know what ratioed means?
Not 100%.
It's like when the vast majority of people disagree with what the original person said, and they'll have more comments than likes, which is never a good sign.
Honestly, he's more liked than he's ever been because they're doing character development on him.
Yeah, that's what everyone's saying. Oh, how it's terrible for Kratos to have character development.
And not be bashing people's heads in all the fucking time in the books.
That's the one I was thinking of too. He bashes that guy's head into the book. Read.
Yeah, badass in God of War 2.
Yeah.
Boy. Oh, yeah. Well, Jonathan Majors, adios, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, Dustin already talked about that.
What was I gonna say? Adios, Jonathan Majors. You are gone.
They're already moving away from him anyways in the MCU.
See, that's also bad if you're a Rocky fan, because he was the main guy in Creed 3.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's like not a good idea. Now it's gonna be like, here, who do we have to replace him with? Oh, we could do
Rocky.
Doctor Doom.
Rocky.
I thought you were talking about Creed still. I think that's what they're going to do in Creed 4. It's going to be Rocky. They're just going to call it Creed 4. I guarantee that's what they do.
No, Rocky's
Well, I think
good.
he was I think he was the villain boxer.
Oh.
I can't remember who Creed is played by.
That should be Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, you're right. Though they really shouldn't do any more Creed movies. I mean, how far can they stretch that?
They shouldn't, but they will. But yeah, they already said Doctor Doom is probably going to be the villain of Secret Wars.
Oh wait, Caleb, I mentioned this, but that kind of ruins Loki for me. Because Kang is in the finale, and I'm guessing he's in season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, they already fucked up Loki's character anyways. You told me the hero at the end of Loki season 2 is the Loki character that tried killing people in New York City? That's the same character? No.
Anthony, what did we just say about character development?
He's like, I don't give a shit about your character development.
He doesn't have that much character development in season 1, in my opinion. And I've watched season 1.
Honestly, I don't remember to be able to argue that. I just remember, like, the Time Agency was, like, really damn interesting.
I mean, it's fucking Disney. Disney's writing sucks.
Not using original ideas, so yeah.
I can't wait to watch Toy Story 8. Actually, at this rate, Frozen 8 too. Also, Cody Leach on their stream about what's wrong with movies nowadays and shit. He also mentioned, like, streaming movies. They literally only make movies on streaming services for content, and they're usually never good. It's usually surprising when it's shit. Too. I heard the first one was pretty good too. On Netflix. Never would have guessed. That's Chris Hemsworth in it too. Whenever when I'm talking to Dustin, I get network error for him. So Dustin, did you hear that Extraction 2 is supposedly pretty good on Netflix?
Extraction?
Yeah, has Chris Hemsworth in it.
Never heard of it.
Yep. I heard the first one's kind of good too. Also, it's Chris Hemsworth. It's only on Netflix. Extraction 2 came out this year.
Come on in. Get cozy.
Ours is pretty long though. And I haven't seen the first one, so. Yeah, Cody Leach was talking highly about it. Shit. Caleb, you made me cough. Actually, I started coughing before you coughed. But streaming service movies suck. Most of the time, you expect them to be garbage. It's kind of surprising when they're not. Because that's just them trying to fill in content. Definitely Disney. Oh my god. What's counting me? Disney streaming services movies suck. That are like sequels. Home Alone. I heard Halloween Town sequel kind of sucked.
I know they're trying the Percy Jackson movies again.
I bet that one's gonna suck as well, probably.
The dark can't last forever.
I forgot what else. There's definitely other shit on there. There are sequels to stuff that completely suck. They're doing sequels to literally everything now. It's like, throw a dart at the board, see where it lands. That's what they're trying to do. Till then, till they get a good new thing, we're just gonna milk the shit out of Frozen. Yeah, people like that. I cough a lot when I drink a lot, and then when I drink a lot, I have to go pee every 5 seconds. It's great. Also at work, they buy bottles of water for staff members. On like Thursday, the whole fridge was full of bottles of water, and on Friday there was literally none left. I'm like, were people taking like 5 bottles of fucking water? Like, holy shit! There should be a fucking limit on that shit. Not that anybody would follow that. There used to be a limit on it. So now I want to drink water at work. I gotta drink out of the fucking sink. Because I don't have any water at home either.
Why?
I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and think it's Wednesday.
I wish it was. I want to skip Tuesday entirely. Here's a fun fact. Kevin McAllister's grocery list in Home Alone cost $19.83. Last year, the same grocery list cost $44.40. This year, it costs a whopping $72.28. That's how much groceries have gone up. Fucking ridiculous.
Stay safe.
So you know the meme where like you see the guy like with his mouth wide open, and he's smiling. Avengers and Secret Wars, and then it says on the bottom, May 7th, 2027. It's the same guy with a huge beard, smiling because he had to wait so long. I took a screenshot of my calculator last night, and I must have done it when I was watching Kid Boga, because Kid Boga's in the screenshot. Whoops. 5 hours and 13 minutes in the video, I said. Mr. Boga. When there's something strange in your neighborhood, who you gonna call? Kid Boga. They're gonna milk the fuck out of that franchise, too. I need to watch the last one, Afterlife. I've only seen that one time. Movie next year, probably gonna get a shit ton of shows though. That's when DC should try to bounce back, because they got plenty of opportunity. They got a year long to bounce back.
Oh yeah, that part I'll probably agree with.
I don't think they're going to though.
Oh
James
no,
Gunn
they're
is
not.
moving this new DCU so fucking slowly.
And yet people are already bashing him. I
He's
don't
making some
know
weird
who.
choices.
Yeah, like Sean Gunn's gonna be Maxwell Ward. No.
He said his favorite Lex Luthor is Michael Rosenbaum from Smallville, but he said he's friends with Michael Rosenbaum, but he wants a different Lex Luthor in his movie, Superman movie.
I bring a message from the Nine.
I'm not ready to see Batman's parents die again for like the 5th fucking time. It's worse than Uncle Ben now at this point.
I may be here when you return. It is my fate to help you. This I know.
This terminal looks like it's in use as a forum for dead orbit folks. About what you'd expect. Lots of pictures of people wearing black and nihilistic poetry.
I wonder who they got cast as the Flash.
Please don't let it be Ezra Miller. Please God.
I don't think they're gonna want to do a Flash movie.
The thing is, the problem with the Flash movie is they made it nostalgia bait, basically. That's what the movie really is. It's nostalgia bait. They didn't fucking make a movie, they made nostalgia bait. The movie.
Cameo, the movie.
Yeah. They didn't try to make an actual fucking movie. They used Flashpoint as an excuse to do cameos. Fucking lazy. Shit.
Very bad CGI of Nick Cage Superman.
At least it was Nick Cage. That helps. That raises a couple points.
I think he wasn't too happy about that either.
Yeah, because it wasn't actually him. So it was just like a huge waste of money for a not very good cameo that looks bad.
Also, Ezra's flash was kind of annoying too.
Yeah, it's 2 versions. That's even worse. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, yeah, Caleb was obvious. There's 2 versions of the Flash. There's like 6 versions of Superman.
And how many iterations of Batman?
Too many.
Mm-hmm. Though the one in the hurts, no.
Just wait, we're gonna get another Spider-Man reboot too, because Tom Holland seems like he wants to be out now.
Well,
eventually.
Yeah,
probably
he
pretty
wants
soon.
To be. He wants to be out, but he said he'll do one more if they make it right. Which I highly doubt it. Like, the only way that they're gonna do it is, like, just symbiote. That's it.
Well, I heard that Venom 3 is supposed to have Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man in it. Maybe that's just a rumor. I don't think it was confirmed.
Well, that would make sense then, because he's the only other one that needs to have, like, some kind of symbiote suit that we've never seen.
No, he's fighting against Venom from the Venom movies. Venom 3.
Well, I would love to see it if he gets a Venom suit, though. That would be nice, too. See how they design it.
Wait, Tom Holland hasn't had a Venom suit, Caleb. What are you smoking?
He's technically gonna get a Venom suit. Let's remind folks here, at the end of No Way Home, there's a piece of symbiote stuck in the MCU.
His MCU is not stuck on him.
But there's a piece of the symbiote suit somewhere, though.
Yeah, that's Venom from the series show, the movie, the Sonyverse, whatever. I'm guessing that's how he gets to that universe and fights. Actually, that makes no sense. Never mind. How the fuck would he fight Andrew Garfield? Andrew Garfield's not even in that universe. Yeah, but anyways, back to the Flash. Cameo nostalgia. Disney can be good at playing on nostalgia, and they can be extremely bad at it. DC in the Flash was extremely bad at it.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are just sick of that stuff now.
Sick of the genre, or just sick of just crappy storytelling?
Sick of cameos.
Did you just like cut out and cut back in or something? When do you think the DCU started going downhill? I think it was probably about Wonder Woman, 1984 or whatever.
Oh, this is long before. Probably like Justice League.
2020.
Shazam did pretty good. Aquaman did pretty good. And you're gonna say the Suicide Squad. The Suicide Squad was like the 3rd movie. I mean, yeah, that was a terrible movie, but it didn't start going downhill because of that movie.
Yeah, actually, a lot of the worst movies made quite a bit of money. It's just the superhero bubble kind of just broke, and
because all the movies are either okay or terrible. No.
And the James Gunn Suicide Squad should have done better, but 1, it was 2020, and 2, they dropped it on Max the same day, so everyone just watched it on Max. It was HBO Max at the time.
But again, Dustin would say he doesn't like the Harley Quinn movie, which I did. It was amazing, but Also, you have Justice League, which was fucking terrible. Justice League and Suicide Squad are the worst two earlier DCU movies. And then the rest of the terrible ones kind of come towards the end. The Flash.
Wonder
Shazam
Woman 84
2.
was third place.
Shazam 2.
I heard Shazam 2 is just a very, very mediocre movie. The kind that you feel like you don't actually have to watch in theater or hell at all.
How good was Blue Beetle?
I don't know. Not very many people saw it. I think I heard some good things about like the Hispanic culture part of the movie.
It's kind of interesting that they did Blue Beetle and all the other side heroes they could have done. What the fuck is Green Lantern at? Oh, we don't want to do that again after Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, it's bad enough that we already know that they're gonna do a Green Lantern duo buddy cop kind of situation, though. Because I remember that from God's explanation. They want to do both Jon Stewart and I think they want to do who was it? Wasn't Kyle Ragnar. It was not Alan Scott. Probably Hal Jordan.
Yeah, see, I was so damn happy about at the end of at the end of Justice League when they teased Batman's gonna be fighting Deathstroke in the solo movie in the DCU. And we never got a solo movie.
And that's never gonna happen anymore.
Yeah, just about like yeah.
That sucks.
Like, when are we ever gonna get a Deathstroke as a Batman villain? I'm like, what the fuck? Stop doing the Joker fucking 20 times. We want Deathstroke. Or Red Hood. Oh my god, Red Hood is a live-action Batman villain. Or even better, Phantasm. Oh my god. That's not gonna happen.
We're getting the Penguin show next year.
Yeah, I've seen Penguin enough too.
Yeah, but they might put other villains on it. It just looks really well done.
Can I continue talking about how much I am sick of Joker? He's my favorite Batman villain, and they overdo the fuck out of him.
Yeah, I know.
Like, whenever I saw the direction they're going for the Batman 2, I rolled my eyes. I was like, are you kidding me? Stop.
It's like,
do anybody else.
He should be a side villain, but not the main villain.
He could be. Oh my god. Borderlands 2 just gave me the bunny for like the third time today. Fuck you.
We heard you like the bunny.
No, the game heard wrong. It's a horror movie now, the bunny. It's all my nightmares. Yeah, they could put Deathstroke as the villain in the Batman 2. Yeah, let's do it.
That's not what I'm hearing, though.
Red Hood?
Nope.
Not
Phantasm either.
Ah, damn it. Bane? Bane's can... I wouldn't say Bane's been overdone because the old Bane sucked ass, but then Dark Knight Rises Bane was pretty cool. So, I mean, you could do a different version of Bane with Titan that's actually good this time. But, yeah. They could do a different version of Scarecrow. They've only done him once.
I think what Matt Reeves said was, like, they want to do Mr. Freeze.
Well, I'm not against that, since the only other version they have is fucking terrible.
And then they want to do the Court of Owls, though.
Oh, I don't want to know about that ever since that one Gotham Knights game came out. Ugh. I'm gonna die.
I mean, that's the last plans I've heard anyway, so... no...
I want Arkham Knight. Just kidding.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the one YouTuber I was watching, he's Platinum Batman Arkham Knight, the one that said he really liked the game. He was like, "Oh, I love the twist of Arkham Knight. I didn't see it coming. If you didn't see that twist coming, bro, you're not a Batman junkie." Like, most Batman people who even like barely touched Batman knew he was fucking Red Hood. It was basically Red Hood. Like, come on.
And they practically spelled out for you in that flashback sequence.
Yeah, they do. And the flashback sequence is pretty cool though. But yeah, it's kind of annoying. They should have done it after you already knew who he was. I know before the game came out, people were like, "Oh God, better not be Red Hood." He's fucking Red Hood.
You eat monsters for breakfast. You can win a battle for territory. A game.
I love how the Batman did the Riddler. It was such a good, like... Made the Riddler actually a good villain. Such a good interpretation of him. Serial killer. He's like the serial killer of the Joker in Dark Knight. I think they could do a really cool Scarecrow, in my opinion. Do it differently than Batman Begins did.
Never know. I mean, here's one thing I would actually love to see if they could actually tackle. I don't know if they would probably do it again. Is do a retake on Ra's al Ghul.
I wonder if they have a retake on Poison Ivy. I'm gonna say I've seen Catwoman too. She's in fucking Batman thing related.
There's already enough. I'm sorry. Like, I don't need to see a fourth at this point. I really don't.
I still personally like the Catwoman more from The Dark Knight Rises.
It's like, are you high? It's like, I still prefer Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman. Screw you.
Yeah, that one was fucking weird. That's my least favorite.
It's like, screw you.
And Dustin prefers the one from the Batman. She could grow on me, because that's early Catwoman.
Actually, I should say fifth. Because we ain't never talking about the Halle Berry Catwoman. That one sucked.
Never seen that anyway.
Like, I like Catwoman in the Batman, but I don't even think she's nearly as good as the Catwoman in the Arkham games.
Well, that's not live action.
Yeah, well, none of the live action ones are amazing.
I guess because they're not in the movies very long. When the fuck are we gonna Black Cat and fucking Spider-Man in live action?
You would have had that in Amazing Spider-Man 2, honestly.
Too much sex appeal for the screen.
Oh, no, don't start that. We would have almost had it, but they decided to cut it.
Actually, they're gonna put her in Spider-Man 4, not Amazing Spider-Man 2, is what you said?
No, yeah. Amazing Spider-Man 2.
They were gonna put her in Spider-Man 4 also. There was leaked photos of who the villains were gonna be.
I remembered years ago, and this is weird, was that they were gonna do for Spider-Man 4 was gonna be Vulture's daughter, weirdly enough, and it was gonna be
I was gonna be Vulture and Black Hat. I'm getting confused with Black Cat and Catwoman now. I almost said Catwoman.
Zone C captured. You have zone advantage.
My two favorite superheroes that I love the nerd over: Spider-Man and Batman, and sometimes Superman when I know his villains. I know some of his villains, not all of his villains.
I wish I'd be more in tune, like, with more villains, or more different characters' rogue gallery. A bit more, like, Green Lantern would be a good example for it. But that has a lot of lore into it.
Yeah, but what sucks about this current phase of Spider-Man movies is they all feel like team-up movies. I guess he didn't really team up with anybody in Spider-Man Far From Home. Well, not superhero. He did team up with people from Iron Man's team, or that worked with Iron Man or whatever. They don't feel like solo movies.
No.
I guess they never were going to anyways, because it's the fucking MCU and everything has to be a fucking team-up thing.
I guess you get some help from Doctor Strange, but then halfway through the movie they start fighting.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like, fight for the British. Since they are both British.
And I heard rumors of this fourth movie that Daredevil's supposed to be in it. That's what the rumors are.
That's wait, so
as much as I like that, I want Spider-Man to be by his fucking self.
the one problem I don't want it to see, I just saw an article about it. It's like, oh, we're gonna have a street level secret Avengers. Or secret, yeah.
They kind of did at some point. Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, and the Punisher. The Punisher wasn't really in there, but
Iron Fist, you mean?
I already said Iron Fist. We need to bring back Jessica Jones. I like Kristen Ritter as Jessica Jones. There's rumors that they were going to do that.
And say no to Finn Jones. He is not altered.
We could bring back the characters, just fucking recast them.
Yeah. It made no sense.
5 minutes remaining. A strong start. Fight on.
Like, hey, I'm gonna use chi in revolvers? That was sort of stupid.
So what did I accomplish tonight in Borderlands 2? Well, I tripled my iridium since when I started. That's about it. That's cool, I guess. I'm at 88 iridium. I need 200 to get my last upgrade. SDU. I know how to farm iridium really fast, I'm just too lazy to do it. Because I know I'm going to get it over time. Yeah, I literally got class mods today, but none of them were ones I wanted. So yeah, I literally got nothing, really. Yikes.
Zone C lost. Enemy claimed Zone C.
Yeah, Caleb, I have like 200 hours on Maya.
Zone A captured.
Yeah.
Enemy claimed Zone B.
Just for her to die in Borderlands 3. I'm really scared for Borderlands 4 because Gearbox set up the opportunity for them to bring back any dead character. Oh god, it better not be Handsome Jack.
Have advantage. Enemy claimed Zone A.
Fucking, because New Tales from the Borderlands is canon. Ugh. Handsome Jack's the Joker of the Borderlands franchise. On the other hand, they can bring back Maya and actually give her a good death this time.
There's, yeah.
People were speculating that at the end of pre-sequel they say a war is coming and you need all the Vault Hunters. So the dude's like, it'd be so cool. I thought of this idea before too. If Borderlands 4 is that war, and the playable characters are all the Vault Hunters that are alive in all the games that you've played so far, but obviously graded out different trees. So therefore, Maya would be gone. Roland would be dead. Roland's already dead. Aurelia's dead. Nisha's dead. Wilhelm's dead. So I think those are the only Vault Hunters that are dead. That's still a shit ton of Vault Hunters. I just wiped out. That just wiped out half of pre-sequel's Vault Hunters.
And victory is yours. 1 minute. Won't be long now.
So then Caleb could play Claptrap.
Probably the one remaining Vault Hunter that would still be around.
Like, people say it's, like, impossible for them to incorporate a bunch of, like... There's too many characters that are still alive in the Borderlands franchise that haven't popped up in Borderlands 3 to incorporate them in Borderlands 4. There's so many, like, characters, like, lingering around, I guess I would say. Like Shadow Trap. Clearly he's still alive at the end of pre-sequel. Where the fuck has he been? Captain Scarlet's still alive. Rose is still alive from Borderlands 3. Athena's still alive. Sasha and... what's her face is still alive. Caleb, what's the other girl that's with Sasha in Tales from the Borderlands?
Nisha? Or, no, wait.
No.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you always remember her name before I do. It's weird.
Sasha?
No, Sasha's the other one.
What am I thinking?
The one with the hat that you also played with
Fiona.
Reese. Oh yeah, Fiona. Yeah. We have no idea where the fuck she's at.
Never.
We know we actually know Fiona's still alive because she pops up at the very end of New Tales from the Borderlands to rob Marcus, which takes place after Borderlands 3.
It's like, and loader bot. Apparently.
Oh, yeah. Oh, apparently Athena, I think they say this in New Tales from the Borderlands, Athena is the CEO of, I think it was Hyperion. I'm like, what? That makes no fucking sense. Was it Hyperion? Yes. But anyways, yeah, if Handsome Jack got revived in the next game, they could at least not make him the main villain. That would make more sense.
Don't revive the stupid twins.
The Calypso twins.
Just don't.
Just revive them long enough for Jack to insult them. Like, who the fuck are you guys? You guys suck. Like he's pretzels. What about Commandant Steele from Borderlands 1? Revive her. She's amazing. She got a terrible fucking death. She got a terrible fucking death. Also, I forgot, there's extremely good lore in Borderlands 3, as much as people want to trash the fucking story. It's lore about the sirens, and they kind of, I forgot what this one siren's name is. You get these stories from the Iridium tabs, and it's like the first siren ever, and she locked herself away, and Tyreen got her powers eventually, but they make it sound like that siren is somehow going to be in Borderlands 4, most likely. Also, it's talked about, I think it's 6 or 7. There could only be 6 or 7 sirens living at once in the Borderlands universe, but there's been mention of 8 sirens. Of an 8th siren, which is more lore. Borderlands actually has surprisingly a lot of lore. And sirens are the most powerful thing in the universe. Also, when a siren dies, they can pass their powers on to someone they wish. Hence how Tannis got siren powers from.
Enemy has zone advantage.
And how annoying ass what's her face got powers from Maya when she died.
Yeah, the one we shall not speak of.
Who actually, people are annoyed with her because she's a teenager in Borderlands 3. If they do a big enough time jump, she's going to be an adult in Borderlands 4, so she won't even be that much of an issue, in my opinion.
It's not that. It's more like what...
That's who it is.
What I feel about that character. Oh my god, she...
It's because she's a teenager. She's annoying as fuck.
Or like, why do you go to bitch?
Yeah, because she's a teenager.
It's not even my birthday, you know. What a...
In Borderlands 4, the main villains need to be Shadow Trap, Nisha's fucking dead. Scarlet, there you go. Actually, honestly, Rose and Captain Scarlet would be great 2 villains. Already villains that are established in the franchise, too. Also, Shadow Trap would be a pretty good villain, too. Just use villains we've already used. Come on. They're only villains in DLCs. Borderlands 3 also did Aurelia dirty. Like, they killed off Aurelians in kind of a dumb way also. I'm like, what?
Enemy has advantage. Fire team that fights together stays together. You have zone advantage.
Oh, I just realized I have all the DLC in Resident Evil 2 remake. Did not know that. There's only one DLC in Resident Evil 3 remake. And there's technically only one DLC I want to own in Resident Evil 4 remake, so...
You have advantage.
Alright, I'm getting off. You two have fun.
See ya.
Later.
You have advantage.
Well, this was not expected at all.
A strong start. Fight on.
I was just...
Yeah, I just kind of sent Anthony a message that I'm free to talk because I already finished the story for the Valhalla DLC.
Like, I wasn't...
And
Now, is it gonna be really hard if I... Or is it gonna take me, like, a while like I did with Hades?
Oh, nowhere near that long. It took me around 8 hours, and I did it the difficulty just above normal. So you could do, like, just normal or maybe a bit
easier,
lower than that, because you can change it on the fly. And it's very narrative driven, so it's just really important that you get the full story in the first place.
So it wouldn't really bother me just not even bother touching the campaign again. Or anything like that.
No, you don't have to. In fact, you can finish Valhalla and unlock certain armor that you'll be able to use in New Game Plus down the road if you want.
Like, I mean, I hate seeing spoilers, but thank you, YouTube and Facebook, for spoiling the DLC. Like, fuck you.
What, you mean like the connection to Greece?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's probably still not enough to actually spoil it for you, because there's like a lot of
I've
moments
seen more
talks
than
about.
that. Honestly. Like, you have to Kratos had to walk through a door to understand what's lying beyond that door. And face Tyr so many times.
Oh, well, you got that part. Yep, he's like the Hades of the DLC.
Which, here's one thing that's weird, and I'm gonna say this. He uses a katana?
Mm-hmm. He has multiple weapons.
How about...
You have to beat him 3 times to beat the DLC. Or is it 4 times? It might be 4, actually. And it gets harder each time, and yeah, different weapons, different attacks. He's pretty good. Might be harder if I went to a higher difficulty, but he's not as hard as like the Berserker King or the Queen Valkyrie. But he can be pretty tough, because after I finished the story, going back to beat him again, oh my god. I barely beat him. And then the next time I tried, I couldn't even get close.
Like, now, see, this is one thing I wasn't gonna be too straight on with it. Like, if it's gonna take me like a couple streams just to do it, then that would be a different story.
If you do a lower difficulty, it might not even take you 8 hours.
Probably not. Maybe even a weekend stream, probably.
Might be a bit much. The game's more fun to do it in like short 3-hour bursts. I did it over 3 days.
Like, I wasn't really planning on doing it anytime soon in the first place, so...
And of course, at first I was really rusty with the combat, but then you can like get stuff to upgrade your stats and unlock more abilities.
You know what? It sucks that I can't say this yet. But originally today or yesterday, I was gonna do Final Fantasy 16.
I think I'm gonna wait on that one because I heard the DLC is only 3 hours.
I would have figured as much because it's not. It's just another area to go through and just like another quest line.
Yeah, I heard the boss fights are really good in the DLC too, though, and the second DLC is supposed to be 10 hours, so that'll make the season pass more worth it.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna wait till the second one comes out.
That's why I'm just like, and it sucks that I can't do it right now. I mean, I could do it, but at the exact same time, like, today would have been a DNF dual stream, just a little recording. Because this week was supposed to be really easy this week. Because I wasn't going to be focused on, or super stressed out on RPGs or anything like that. Because I know I'm getting really close to the end of Final Fantasy VII. Because I have that stupid gauntlet before I go into the mayor's office.
Oh, you have to go through the lab, yeah.
No, I've already went through the lab. It's just like I'm at this no point of return before you enter the mayor's office. And I already know you have to deal with freaking Rufus, you have to deal with Henninger, you have to deal with the Arsenal stupid tank.
But you also got like some sort of fleshy monster or something. I think that's what you mean by Heidegger.
Well,
I don't remember enough about the game's lore to tell you what it is. But yeah, you got that, and then you got Rufus, and then you got the tank thing. Back to back to back.
And that's gonna suck, because that's gonna take up most of my potions and probably my Phoenix Downs. More than
yeah, but you Barrett for the tank.
But here's the problem. They're both my freaking healers. Like, I use Barrett as a healer, by the time Aerith is gone, like halfway through the game.
Well, you can always swap out some materia.
I mean, true.
Though that is one thing that annoyed me about that game. You gotta know what materia you want to put in before you start the battle, because once you're in the battle, you can't do shit.
Yeah, I know. And that's gonna suck, because, like, right now I have, like, the Mithril Saber on Cloud, and which, that's the one thing I hate about this, is, like, they don't tell you, like, some weapons improve, and some weapons just, like, hey, this weapon should increase in attack. It's like, no, it increases its magic. Like, what? That's stupid.
Yeah. Some of them, it seems like it makes your magic attacks more powerful. And here's something I like to do: use the elemental materia, and you link it to an element on the sword or knuckles or whatever. Like, I remember in my first playthrough, I gave Tifa ice knuckles, and sometimes I would give Cloud a lightning sword. It looks really cool in combat too.
I'll have to think about it, because I think I only got, like, 2 elementals materia that I have in inventory right now.
Yeah, that's
But
why you buy them and then try to farm them a bit.
and that's gonna be my biggest problem there. It's like, do I have enough money to do it? Probably not. And the accessories on the items, well, not procurative, mind you, just like the armor and they have just weird stats. Like, I think that's one thing I wish Rebirth would reevaluate on, is like effective accessories that would help you with your stats, and not just like, oh, just bring one attribute to your character. I'm like, what? That's so stupid. Like, that's just my feeling on it. And by now, I should say I already technically have my top 10. Because part 4 is technically my finale for Hi-Fi Rush. I mean, I like the Devil May Cry aspect, but can I have a run, please?
Oh, what?
A run? Like, he's always running, but it doesn't seem like he's not running fast enough. Like, I would rather... Like, you know how some games, like, you don't have a sprint at all?
Yeah.
Think like Devil May Cry without a sprint.
So do you have like a block or a dash?
I do have like a parry and a dash, but it doesn't. It will move you from side to side, though.
So basically, you have to kind of face them head on.
Essentially, I mean, it, here's what I think of it. It's not a bad game at all. Don't mind you, folks. It's not a bad game at all. I just have some quirks about it. It's like, I wish it would have run, like a sprint button. that would be a more efficient. Because if I'm trying to get to a platform and the timer runs out, because I've known I've had this problem, the platform falls onto me, or the platform collapses beneath me, well, I'm screwed, and now I have to do the whole puzzle again. Like, fix game? I've wasted several deaths. Oh, and if you're wanting the later half of the game, they don't pull punches on the boss fights. They don't. Like, especially in the last boss fight. You would think I would have an A rank? Nope. C rank. Because I probably died like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, that makes sense. Ranked fighting games, no, not fighting games, ranked action games. You die, your rank goes way down.
Like, oof. And I'm not...
Dude, this is why I haven't went back to Bayonetta. The game is hard as balls, and I die, and then I get a D, and it's like, I don't want to play anymore.
I mean, it's not bad. Like, don't get me wrong. Hi-Fi Rush is a... Like, I just played it on normal difficulty for what? Like, for a first playthrough. I like it. Like, I get the idea, but the story is just kind of like a little bit simplistic here and there, and then Anthony would never play it, probably, at this point. I know he won't. Because, oh, it's so anime. It's like, bro, it's so shaded for one. It doesn't even look like my typical anime look that I'm normally used to. So there's 2 things that don't make sense of your quote there. Like, your argument that it's an anime game. Like, it's perfectly fine. And, oof, some of the moves and some of the upgrades. If you were saving your money, you better save up your money for something that would be worth it. They can be costly. Like, one upgrade slot, say like 50,000 gears. And say if I had like only 30,000, I would have to wait the next time I show up to another kiosk and have to get that upgrade slot. At times too. And be careful of the mini games. Whew. Sometimes I'm not good with the rhythm games. Because I had to cheat. And yes, I will say I cheated. I changed my settings to having one button. Where before, I had to use the X, Y, A, B buttons all at once during the minigames. And they sucked.
Were you mixing up the X and Y?
Yes. And your timing had to be right. And here's one other thing. There was another minigame where you had to parry or dodge. If you completely successfully parry or dodge this minigame, you had the chance to kill the opponent. And it had to be based on your timing of your attack button. And most of the time, I miss. I'm like, are you serious, game? That frustrated the hell out of me when I messed that up. I'm like, oh. I mean, if I was gonna put my games right now that I've played this year, definitely Hogwarts Legacy last. And I'm only counting, just for the record, folks, I'm only counting games that I completed. So, no Arbor Cord, no Liza P. content, and no Fate Samurai Remnant in this list. So, Hogwarts Legacy, I'm gonna be a little bit bashful, or I'm gonna bash on this one. Like a Dragon Ishin, I didn't like that very well. Dead Space remake, no, I can have a little criticism there. Hi-Fi Rush. Then we'll have RE4 remake. And those would be your top 5 before the actual top 5. And I think that top 5 still remains. As like Spider-Man 2. What else did I have on there? Oh gosh. What did I have originally? Where are they? Oh, I took that back. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, actually, I take that back. Alan Wake 2. Final Fantasy 16. Jedi Survivor. Spider-Man 2. RE4. I think I'm still gonna keep the Fatal Frame game that came out this year is in this list as number 6. Hi-Fi Rush. Dead Space. Like a Dragon Edition. And Hogwarts Legacy in that order would be my top 10 this year. And that's all I'm gonna say.
I don't think I could reach 10 unless I included expansions. Then my list would get pretty interesting.
Yeah, you would cheat by having Cyberpunk and having... Because we both know you really liked Phantom Liberty that much.
I also really liked Valhalla. So I'm not sure how high that would go. Now, Separate Ways would be stupid because it's packaged with Resident Evil 4.
Mm-hmm. Like, and this is mostly without, well, other than RE4, most of it's just without DLC.
Well, yeah, I
But
think that's pretty obvious.
because we still haven't heard anything from Spider-Man 2 yet. If they're going to do DLC. But if I would include Liza P or Armor Core, they would probably be in this list, but
Luck with that.
I know. Especially Liza P. Armor
Armored
Core.
Core could kick your ass too, but there are strategies for that.
Armor Core. I've had enough.
Yeah, I want to get Liza P, but man, I don't think I'm gonna be ready for it.
It's like more like I am not gonna mention Starfield because that's probably a disappointment. Like,
See, Liza P, RoboCop, and Baldur's Gate 3. If I can finish those three, I would have a top 10. When am I going to finish those three? Oh god, probably 3 years from now.
I mean, I would say this too. I was not including MK1 or Street Fighter 6.
If we got into Baldur's Gate 3, we'd probably have to work on it multiple times a week.
Oh, no kidding. Like, that ain't a question. Because I feel like the campaign's gonna take us a very long time. Probably just to do a free player campaign. I don't even know if you can only just do a free player campaign. Honestly.
I'm not quite sure. Maybe you're supposed to have like 4 members of your party.
That's what I assume. Like, I've seen people that have like 4, but then I've seen people that also solo their own too. So I don't know if you could or not.
Yeah, because Angry Joe played the game, and I think he only played with other Joe and Alex. Could be wrong, I'm not sure.
But I will say Alan Wake really did impress me quite a bit. Are you kidding?
Wonder when that DLC is gonna come out.
We already know that the New Game Plus is out this week, or last week.
Yeah, it's out. I heard it has an alternate ending to
Yeah,
it.
I know. I'm just like, do I really want to go through that again?
You might be able to rush through it faster.
I don't know if what's really included, honestly.
I don't quite remember. I think the weapons and charms are brought over. Um, and there's new manuscript pages. Besides that, I don't know any difference.
Probably not a whole lot then. If that's
No. Maybe I'll get my final trophy though.
good. Tell me, I still have a few trophies to get.
It takes like 4 to 5 hours to rush through to even get to the point to where I can see if the TV will turn on.
Like, you could literally, if you spent more time with it, you could literally plat the game with your first playthrough. No questions asked.
I should have, but the TV was bugged for me. It's in the lodge. It's a commercial about Coffee World. It's supposed to turn on just by walking near it, and I've done it several times, and it will not give me the progress. And you don't even have to do all the commercials in one playthrough, because on my trophy list it says 5 out of 6, and I got the one in the police station from the early game on the second playthrough, and it counted it. But hey, maybe they patched it.
Maybe.
That means I'd have to re-download the fucking game, damn it.
It's like,
It means I'll have to delete God of War.
And then, hey, there's your new game. Just to replay that, just to get the alternate ending.
I don't know. I'm considering it, or I could go back to Cyberpunk. But then I also need to replay Final Fantasy VII myself.
Like,
I definitely need to do that before it comes out.
Oh yeah, you definitely should.
Pretty much, I need to do it before the beginning of February, because when Persona 3 Remake comes out, I'm probably going to be playing that for all of February, because I have almost a month until Rebirth at that point.
Yeah, I'll probably be doing both. Like, well, I'll probably stick the Persona free reload for a while. But God, I really don't want to go back to portable right now. I really don't. That's too much.
I'm probably not gonna do Last of Us 2 upgrade when it comes out, because I'm waiting until I can get both 1 and 2 physically.
Like, I'm not gonna even bother. I said it before and I'll say it again. I mean, I would not mind getting part 1, but part 2, if I'm getting an upgrade, I might as well just have the $10 upgrade here.
Well, yeah, I get that.
Because, what, $50 and... Wait, it's already becoming hard to find later for me right now in this problem, because it was already a pain in the butt just to find just one like you said, we should have bought the $30 part 1 when it was time.
30. But see, that's the thing. the game coming out at 70, it's taking forever for it to be discounted to a decent price. And that's what's kind of nice about the Part 2 physical being 50. It won't be nearly as bad waiting for it to be a decent price. Sony games take forever to be discounted.
You're not kidding. Like, it's why I'd rather buy the ones I would be more interested in, say, like Ghost of Tsushima 2, whenever it decides to pop up, or whenever we're going to hear anything about Stellar Blade. That would be really nice.
I think that's definitely going to come out this year. Or 2024.
24. Oh, yeah, for sure. But now we've already heard problems with Wolverine. And that'll probably be pushed back to 2025 at the most. Because they got hacked. If you didn't hear about it. Apparently, Insomniac got hacked and they got some files stolen. Apparently, what's going on with that project.
Hackers are the stupidest people.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if Cyberpunk would have been fixed quicker if it wasn't for the hacking.
Honestly, who knows? I honestly wouldn't know at that point anymore.
Yep.
Oh well. Ain't nothing we can do about it now. Oh, and I just remembered, and I just saw an article about it. Apparently, there's now going to be a Chainsaw Man movie coming. It'll only be exclusive to Crunchyroll. Apparently. And guess what model format they're going to take?
I don't know what you mean.
Apparently, they're doing their next story arc, and they're making it into a movie. Apparently, with Chainsaw Man. So guess what model format that's gonna be like from now on.
I don't know what you mean by format.
You know how Demon Slayer had like, oh, we're gonna do first season, then movie, then another season, and I think they were gonna do another movie again, and then another season.
Yeah, was the Swordsmith arc, was that a movie, or was that them continuing the series?
That was another part of the season.
Well, that wasn't season 2, was it? I don't think it counts.
But I'm hearing like they're doing the Infinity Castle next as a movie, though. From what I'm hearing.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But they already got plans for the Heshira arc for next year, though. Already in place.
I really need to get back into that series.
Oh, you're telling me. Like, I'm already left behind. Like, one of my coworkers, before I left, he was excited to hear about Season 7 of My Hero. I'm like, oh, no. How many spoilers am I gonna hear over the internet about MHA again?
I haven't heard any.
I haven't heard much. I've heard been, like, manga spoilers, but almost the same thing. And they sound like they're really closing their arc, or really wrapping up the story in the manga, though. For what I'm hearing.
They didn't finish it yet?
Nope, they're about to, though. They're getting close. Apparently they're still doing... They want to do All for One versus Deku fight. For what I'm speculating. What's gonna happen. And I won't say anything about All Might. Because, well... We already know his current state. Not in the manga form, but in anime-wise, not so good. Man, this scout rifle's really good. Good thing I have a good roll with it. I needed it. That's actually what I really needed to work with. But yeah, that I was looking at my articles today, and I'm like, apparently they had a big old Shonen Jump Fiesta, and they revealed Chainsaw Man movie during that festival. Kind of surprised they would take this long to have the movie, though. I would have figured they would have done a season 2 by now. Just see, despite how popular it is. Ah. Oh wait, scout rifles aren't the meta this season. Great. Is there a good way to test that out? Hopefully, like I said earlier, I really hope I should be back in health, or good health, by Friday. I hope so. Jacob, I guess you guys already told Jacob that I was already sick, too, unless he was there with you guys this afternoon.
I haven't seen him.
Must be Anthony that told him what was going on.
I don't know if he told him any information from today, but he definitely knew on Friday.
Despite that, I have bronchitis, though.
I don't know if he knows that.
Because earlier, now since it's midnight here, he sent me a text earlier this afternoon, so I hope he get better. It's like, thanks. Might have known. I don't know. Just have to wait and see. Get out of here.
Well, you should be all good by Friday.
Hopefully. Because if I could get rid of this cough, that would be amazing. But that's a different story to tell. I think I'm going to go ahead and call it here, so...
Yep, sounds like a plan.
So, I'll talk to you later.
See ya.
Well, folks... This was not planned out very well. Honestly. Because I was going to go by my original format here. And since Battle Mage just released today, or yesterday, I should say, I was going to do that tonight, but since that I got invited to a voice chat, I'm just like, you know what, I'm just gonna relax and chill, so and do some Destiny 2, just chill out, just grind here and there, see how that goes. So but hopefully you guys understand now what's been going on. Hopefully I should be better now. And being that I have now 2 weeks of vacation, I guess. Not that being stuck at home. Guess I got more content for you guys, I guess, if I'm filling up for it. But we'll just have to see. But maybe later today I may do DNF Duel. And maybe we'll see about the DLC for 16, or Final Fantasy 16. We'll see. Because if you said that's like 3 hours long, that should be doable. So, but that's it. That's all, ladies and gentlemen. I do hope you guys just joined this little office meeting here tonight. So, but please do leave a like, and please do share the stream with your friends and your family. And in the comments, just be really appreciative if you give like a get well or get me in your thoughts, and hopefully I'll hopefully I have like a speedy recovery from this bronchitis. So, but anyways, if anything else, I will see you guys next time. So, see ya.